Hello, hello, hello. I think we're live now. Yeah, there we go. I think we're live. Can the people in the chat tell me if they can hear me? Oh, it's Tug and Jim. They're already here. So, nobody's watching. You! Welcome to What Is This Fucking
Yeah,
Shit?
we can hear you. Sorry.
Oh, thanks, Tug, for being the only viewer.
Wait, what?
What?
Sorry, my tights are too tight. I can't hear.
What do you mean you're wearing? Oh, that's
They take
right.
my tights off because they were too tight.
Well, I'm not actually. I don't have tights. I'm wearing thermals, but they're one size smaller, so it sort of works.
How did you get your tights off? Mine are too tight.
I just flexed my legs and they just ripped off. With my
Baby
thick thigh.
powder, man. Baby powder
Can you
and
flex
olive
my
oil.
legs?
Have you got
I
butter?
can flex them, yes. Curl your toes for me and then just lift up your knees and then you should be able to flex your thighs pretty well to rip off those tights.
So let's
And
let's be all professional. Let's be professional channel here. Tug and Richard, I hear you had a show earlier tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Go ahead, Todd.
The show is called Suffer Revelation. We actually just finished it. It's a total of 19 episodes. If you'd like, I post the playlist in the chat box for you guys. But yes,
Am I the only one that can hear him?
No, we can all hear
Yes.
him.
Okay. I'm
Sadie,
gonna
can hear him.
come back in.
Sadie, why are you not in the chat, Sadie? We've won. We have another spot here, Sadie. For some particular reason, I cannot paste on the computer the link in the chat. When I copy something and go to OBS, it will not let me paste. So if anybody else has access to that, post the link in the chat.
Try Control V.
I can do that. Hold up, give me 2 seconds.
Oh no,
there
you see,
go.
that's what happens when I hit Control P. Let's not do that. No, see, look, you fucked up the whole stream, Jim. Sadie's naked. Nobody's here on screen. We're all behind camera, Sadie.
So how's it going there, Richard?
Being mindful, it's going great. Yeah, we just did a stream. We just finished up a series on the Book of Revelation, going over it very slowly. Mostly, I just asked Tog questions within a line of reasoning, and he pretty much explained the whole thing except for a few parts. And I think it made for a good show.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I agree. I think it came out really good, and you guys put a lot of effort into that. So
How many weeks
Good
was
stuff.
that?
Dude, that was over like 3 or 4 months worth. I think we started back in. Hold up, I actually on the playlist. When did we start this back? In May 19th, 2019. and we
wow,
finished
it's been that
today.
long.
Yeah, we finished on the 17th of November.
It's crazy.
Yep.
I have to say,
We
now,
did.
I
We
only
did miss a
probably
couple weeks.
I only watched about 4 or 5 episodes because Wednesday just doesn't suit. And then Sunday I was all excited about because you were coming on Sunday, and then you just fucking crossed over with bloody Brian. But just ended tonight about 10 minutes before Brian started, 20 minutes before Brian started, so it all worked out good. So yeah, somebody send Brian the link. Brian said he would pop in if there was a party. Sadie, do your head mod thing. Seeing as Be Mindful is usually the head mod, and he's actually on the chat now, even though you're naked. Do your thing. Send Brian the link.
I
Hello,
posted
Southern
the,
Belle.
StreamYard link into the chat too as well.
Southern Belle is actually the first person who ever commented on any of my videos.
So she's probably a bot.
No, fuck off. No, she knows me from God the Good One.
Oh, definitely a bot.
Well, yeah, bought her no. Oh, Angie's here. Angie, do you want the link? Angie,
Oh, Angie, hi. Can you come in here and show everybody your headboard?
No. All she has in her head, it's busted. I hear she's getting a new one.
No, she better not. Angie has the best headboard ever. And then if she gets a new headboard, then her Beanie Babies won't have any place to live.
Angie, come on in. The link's in the chat. Join the chat. Richard, do you know of Angie Dell 66?
Only seen the name printed a few times.
Angie
Read
is
a few comments.
Angie is one. Do you remember that time that I joined your stream and you asked me to repeat before we were on live? I had discussed with you about how I'd left a stream about people raising money and doing a 24-hour
Right,
stream.
right. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
That's Angie. She's one of them
Oh.
people that was doing that. She also does.
She's super cool then.
Yes, super cool. Also does an Ask a Granny series once a week where you get to like ring in or talk in the live chat and ask a granny.
Cool.
So Richard, you were saying to me earlier that you and Flat Earth Aussie Jesus aren't the same person. Because
We are actually not. We're two separate individuals. It's absolutely true. I'm fatter than he is.
I have never seen the two of you on stream together. There is a
We
certain
are
person now,
simultaneously
right?
two different weights, so we can't be the same guy.
There is a certain person who may or may not watch this back, so I don't want to mention. But I was pretty sure that them and another account were the same person. But then I actually seen them in a chat the other day, like 3 messages apart. And I know I did my MathPig 1 and MathPig 2 earlier tonight, but they don't do this. And I was all, oh, is that maybe not the same person? Oh, see these sock accounts on the internet? You need to watch, you don't get catfished. Tony, thanks for turning up.
And that's he who shall not be named.
Who, me?
No,
I mean, you guys don't
the
know
one
my
he was
name,
talking about that we don't say the name of.
Oh, no,
The
no, no.
bad
I will
name.
not say the name because if I say the name, I blow the person's cover. The person who may or
Right.
may not watch this back will know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
No, you don't know who
Yeah,
I'm talking
so
about.
why give them airtime? Screw him.
Oh,
no. He
totally,
who
no,
will
no.
not be named is not being named right now either.
No, it's
Not the
not
same
Jill.
person.
Oh.
It's not Jill.
Oh.
I know a fun
Jim.
person.
Oh.
I know a fun person who is a bit of crack and trolls for the devil. And I know another person who trolls for Satan. And I thought that the devil and the Satan were the same person. But then I seen them in the
Right.
chat tonight. And I was like, oh, maybe they're not.
Ah,
But not the person who shall not be named. The person who shall not be named
Right.
is a cunt. Tony, don't do your shell thing. Tony, relax, man. There's no need to shell. No need to shell. We've got 5 watching, and there's 5 on screen. So,
I believe Angie Dell's in the background.
oh, thank you for that, Tug. Sorry, Angie. 2 screens. Sorry.
The only thing that should be in the background is Angie's headboard.
There it is, just for you, Jim. How you doing, sweetie?
Jesus, actually looking
You
at
know
that
how to make my
headboard.
day. I tell you what.
Is
you
that
just put a
pine
big
or
old
is that
smile
oak?
on my face.
Is it pine or is that oak?
I'm pretty sure it's like press board or something.
She's muted.
Oh, you're fucking faking
What?
it, Angie.
No, I'm
You're
not.
faking it.
Yeah, I can hear her.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Ri-
can all hear you.
Oh, okay.
We can all hear you.
No,
Richard,
I
you-
don't think it's real wood.
Richard, you can't tweet me while we're on a live stream together, man.
Why not?
I can't multitask like that.
Oh, come
You're
on,
brilliant,
Jim.
man. What's your problem?
Come on, Jim.
I'm
I can guarantee you, without seeing that tweet, I can guarantee you what it is. Demolished Doctrine, DMs Jim. Jim, when the fuck are you going to come onto my channel? You've agreed 3 times. I've been
what
waiting
it
6
should be.
months.
right.
Well, that was the first message. The second one was nudes. I think he's trying to persuade me.
I'm trying to bug you into submission.
Man, anytime I will come on your channel. I like the hell out of you, Richard.
I like you two a lot.
Well, you can't have them on
I like
Tuesday.
having that
Time.
attitude.
Jim,
You have free time. Just set a date and time, and I will be there. If it's the 5th week of the month on a grunge day during October, I'll be there.
that's his phrase. I've heard October.
That's
That
my
has to
birthday.
be a new month. That October has
That's
to be
my
a new month.
I'm gonna leave, come back so I can hear Angie.
What? Oh.
Yeah, I can't hear her either.
Oh.
I
Why?
can hear
Your
just fine.
guys' laptop.
I hear her perfect.
Something. Yeah.
Oh, who did we lose?
StreamYard does
mindful.
that to people though. Sometimes if they're using headset, they can't hear the new people that come in. I've noticed that in other streams. I don't know why it doesn't. but
Totally
it
cheating
does.
though, using StreamYards as a background and actually running off OBS. Oh, fuck
OBS,
me,
yeah, that's
everything's
clever.
exploding now. We've got loads of people. Hello, everybody!
Ta-da! Can you hear me now?
Sounds perfect. Yep.
Sound like a lady named Rachel. I am not named
So,
Rachel.
we've got 5 people on screen, and we've got Ask a Granny being the only person who's willing to put their face on screen. So, this one guy, if you could ask a
I don't
granny...
even have any makeup on, so I'm fit right in, right?
I'm trying to set up a pallet bingo with a lot of people for charity, but at the minute they're doing a pallet bingo, or they're doing a charity for the war on Christmas. Have you seen this, Angie? Shannon Q.
Charity for the
Oh yeah, no, they've got a whole fake war going. Shannon Q and Vice Rhino have released videos where they've got a war on Christmas and they're trying to destroy Christmas. And then you've got Digital Hammurabi on the other side making a fake video trying to say, "Oh, like, come on now, Christmas is real. Let's all save money and do chat." It's a whole parody thing, but they're up to about $4,000 for kids that don't get presents at Christmas. So yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
That's
it's
very
fucking
cool.
cool. Yeah, even GE's in there as well, and I've not a lot of love for GE, but yeah.
I'm starting a new series on Tuesday called the 12 Days of Christmas, DAZE. It's featuring, fun Christmas carols like "Oh Holy Lie," "Joy to Some of the World."
Awesome. I can't
Mary, did you consent?
Jim, can you get me in on that? Jim, I'm definitely up for doing some background singing for
That's
that.
terrible.
I saw Mommy kiss my stepdad Joseph.
I don't know about that now.
Oh snap!
All I want for Christmas is 2 matching birth dates.
Just to check.
That's a good one.
Just to check with the audio.
Like a hell of a lineup.
Just to check with the audio in the chat, is the YouTube audio coming through okay? There's no echo, there's no nothing, is all good? Because I've been fucking about with the settings.
I know there's this annoying guy with like an Irish accent that keeps talking every now and then. I don't know.
Yeah, have you been hanging
That's
around?
a good way to get kicked off the channel.
Snap, Todd.
Ruh-roh.
It was joking.
What?
Whoops.
And there he went.
Sorry, you were
That's
saying, Todd.
hilarious.
Sorry, you were
Sorry,
saying.
He's gonna
When it comes to
cry.
being jokes,
Cry, don't do
I don't
that.
know if when it comes to being jokes, if it's going to be a hit or a miss. So I kind of just throw them out there.
Hey
That
Todd,
was
don't
too
feel
harsh, I
bad.
apologize.
Don't feel bad, man. He kicked me off the other night for like 10 seconds. See? See, there it is. Now I'm feeling the love. Now I'm feeling the love.
I don't know what you're talking about, Angie. Get out the fuck.
Cool. Not
Oh.
cool.
Oh.
Thank you, Hog Father.
No,
Yeah, I
you're
gotta
more than
click
welcome. You're
everything
more
and
than
get it
welcome.
off.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna have to go get a new Starbucks mug. I'm starting to feel oppressed here.
Jim.
I won the bingo. I'm the only one that didn't get kicked during this show.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you should have said that.
Ah, there you go.
And just so
Okay.
just so
Alright.
we're fair, just so we're fair, and nobody can say anything.
I knew
There
it.
you go.
He kicked himself out of it.
No,
Good
hey,
show.
that was cool. Do that again.
It was so quiet.
Put your left foot in.
You're outta
Put
here,
your
man.
left foot. Shake it all about.
Dude, we should play musical chairs.
Man,
Which
that's
one of
just
us is
silly.
gonna go?
What did you do on Sunday?
We can make a game out of it. To see who
goodness.
ends up being left.
Okay,
Yes.
right. No, I'm done. I'm done. Angie, thank you very much for coming back in again and coming in the
Oh,
other
you're
night.
welcome.
You know,
Thank you for having me.
it was very good fun
What kind
the
of
other night.
questions? What kind of questions do you get, Angie, in Ask a Grandma or Granny or what was the name of it again?
Ask Granny.
Richard, have you
Ask
not seen
Granny.
her streams? The last live stream I watched, there was at least
MathPig.
15 minutes talk about dildos. Okay, there was
MathPig.
rampant
I'm gonna-
rabbits,
I'm gonna-
and there was
I'm gonna
It's
get
a
going.
how-to on BDSM with dentures.
yeah.
I have. These are mine. Well, sort of.
Sorry, I
I'm gonna
interrupted.
get-
Richard,
I'm gonna-
ask your
Wait,
question
did you-
again.
did you-
I'll
are
mute
you
everybody. Shush, Jim. Shush. Richard, go on
Pretty
ahead.
random. It's pretty random. My original plan was to be kind of a Dear Abby sort of thing, and very light. It's not supposed to be real heavy, deep stuff because I'm smart but not well educated. So there's that. Stuff like oh gosh, I don't know. You'd have to go watch.
Well, I'm gonna go watch some of it. I'm just wondering, like, what's your favorite stuff?
Just think of like something that
Um,
you've always wanted to ask a grandma, but not your grandma.
Right, right.
And dildos.
And dildos.
That's a long list.
Like,
I d-
Now, in
Like,
all
is it
fairness,
true
in all
that they
fairness,
all
it's
wear
not
the same
Angie's
panty?
fault. It's not Angie's fault that a lot of
No.
dildos get mentioned. It's everybody else that mentions them. But yeah.
Is it true that after 65 you can only find undergarments in skin tone?
That would be nice because then they don't show through everything. But I'm not there yet. I'm not that
Oh.
old. I'm a young granny.
Hey, MathPig, just want to say I'm
I
gonna get
field
going real quick.
questions all day from the little children. And
Sorry, Tug.
It's-
Granny, why? Granny, why?
It's
Sorry,
2019.
sorry.
I met somebody,
Gabble. Tug said something. Tug said
I
something.
know somebody who graduated a year after me who is a
See,
a
look, Jim
grandparent.
just ignores you, and Jim thinks it's his stream and all. Sorry, Tug was saying something there. What did you say, Tug?
I'm trying to say that I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna catch some Deep Space Nine before I have to go to bed.
Oh man,
Yay.
what series are you on?
Oh, I'm just at the part where Cisco got the goatee going.
Oh, series 3, series 4.
So I'm getting in the good part. I'm
Oh,
so
yeah,
happy.
we'll
But yeah,
let
I'm
you
gonna
go.
watch it before I get to
Well,
sleep. So thank you
Tug,
for having me in.
sorry, Jim, I didn't mean to be rude, but I thought he was leaving, so I wanted to say bye and give him the acknowledgement that he's worth, which is 30 seconds. Go, Tug.
Thanks.
Okay, you're done now. Bye, Todd.
Yep. Bye, guys. You guys have a good one.
Bye.
Kick me out
Later.
one last time.
Later, Tog.
Peace out.
Take her easy.
Yeah, we'll just kick him. Who waits on people? Just fucking hoof him out. Get out the fuck. So, Tony Designs, Angie, what colour
What?
are your panties?
It depends on what day of the week it is.
Mine are the same color every day of the week. You want to guess why?
Yours get slightly browner
Do
as
you
the
have a
week goes
graph
along.
where you
no?
keep track of the colors for the day, so you can
I mean,
match it up?
You
that
know,
would-
they got
that
the
would
little
be-
embroidery
that
on
would
the
be one way
front.
to do it.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I mean,
that way I
that'd
don't
be one
mess
way to
them
do
up.
it, but it's so much easier if you just don't change underwear.
Ew! Oh my god.
But if they put it on the
Tony's
back
in
instead of
denial.
the front,
Tony's
then you can
trying to
actually
deny.
read
Yeah,
the
you
whole
just
word
after
on
6
the
days, you just turn them
Tuesday.
inside out, shake the crust out, and you're good to go.
I usually
Oh,
rinse them
God.
under the tap in the kitchen and then leave them on the radiator. You know, bit of fairy liquid.
Oh no, then the whole house smells.
So disgusting.
Angie's face is fucking priceless. She's like, "What the fuck have I let myself into? I'm leaving."
Oh,
She
y'all
looked
don't
around
scare
her.
me.
She actually
I
looked
have
around
children,
for the.
and I was a hairdresser for damn near 30 years. Y'all don't scare me.
Yeah, I'd give $20 to sniff one of them Beanie Babies.
Okay.
They probably smell like cigarettes.
Everything around me
Smoking.
smells like weed.
I have a snake.
Jim has a snake as well, but it's a lot smaller than he wished it was.
And it's not on Angie's headboard.
Yeah, Jim tells everybody he owns an anaconda, but it turns out it's just a wee Australian grass snake.
In some cultures, that is a very big snake.
Depends what country you're in, Jim, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're like, whoa, I've never seen an earthworm that big. And I'm like, right?
Fucking Earthworm Jim's huge, man. Earthworm Jim is some size.
I should have gone to the bathroom for it.
Nobody else got that joke because nobody else seen Earthworm Jim.
I got it. I was just waiting to see if somebody else appreciated it.
AR, you're a young person. Have you heard of Earthworm Jim? And thank you for joining our wonderful stream.
Second best superhero next to the Tick.
Now, did you watch the new series of the Tick Man on Netflix? Or
Yes, and I love it on Amazon.
oh man, it's fucking fantastic, isn't it?
I
Series 2's
love
out.
it. Everybody seems like they hate it, but I think it's so good.
Oh no, it's fucking brilliant! It's absolutely brilliant. I cannot.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
should go and watch the
guy
Tick
who
on
plays
Amazon.
Arthur is questionable, but the guy who plays the Tick is solid.
Yeah, I'm pretty. And the guy that plays that spy in the boat is fantastic. I'm pretty sure the boat's
Yes.
gay, but the boat is fantastic. Not that
Oh, yeah.
that being gay is a bad problem or a problem or anything. Like, oh, I'm just digging a hole now. I'm digging a hole. I'm digging a hole.
Yeah,
Video
just stop,
game.
man. Just
Oh my
stop.
gosh, I used to play Earthworm Jim on Sega, I think.
I have actually downloaded
That's a
the
good
Earthworm
subject
Jim.
change.
I've downloaded the Earthworm Jim PlayStation 1 emulator game, and I'm trying to persuade my woman or her mother or somebody to buy me a fucking gamepad for Christmas. I'm fucking broke. I've no bloody money, but yeah, Earthworm Jim PS1 game
Well,
platform, fantastic.
If it'll make you feel better, I can cosplay and we can just like video stream and you can mash buttons and I'll jump around.
But you see, this is the problem. Earthworm Jim is at least 14 inches long and 3 inches wide, and you can't even get close, Jim. You've got a good mustache.
Well, you can zoom, dang
I
it.
can zoom. Just don't put something beside it for a reference. You know, buy a mini light.
Adobe After Effects can do wonders.
Yeah, I would say buy a mini clipper and tell everyone it's a full-size clipper and use that for reference. You'd be flying.
And nobody would believe you because the effects would be so good.
Nobody would believe you because it's a... Where the fuck is this going? Be mindful. Somebody say something. Richard, this is an atheist.
Man.
This is
You
an
guys are
atheist
digging a hole
Christian
all by
discussion
yourself.
channel.
I'm no
Somebody
part of
say.
that.
I don't know. We got 6 ups and no downs. I say we stay on the earthworm train. Woo woo.
Just keep swimming.
One of the funniest things about Earthworm Jim
Oh
was
my
the
God.
button on the controller. That
I can
didn't
see where
do
this is
anything.
going.
And it read when you go read, it says opens a garage door of a little old lady somewhere in Germany. That was my favorite part.
My favorite game of that genre was Abe's Odyssey because there was an actual button for burp and there was an actual button to make you fart. If nobody's seen Abe's Odyssey, that's that game, Angie, that you jumped in and you actually said in the chat, I'll always remember this because you were like, if I ever did gaming, this is exactly the way I would do it because I was just farting and falling over. Do you remember that game?
I think I do, yeah.
Yeah, just an absolute disaster. Abe's Odyssey.
No,
Mega
the
Dirk.
best one was on the original Nintendo, the Olympics game where you ran on the little crinkly mat.
What?
You know, it's like the little crinkle mat. Like it has like the A/B buttons, but you're actually running on it. It was like the first.
There
like,
was a
first-
yeah,
yeah,
it was
like
a
on
mat
the
you
NES.
threw on the floor, and it hooked up to the system.
Yeah,
And like to do jumps and things, you had to actually run in place and then like jump.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't remember
but it
that
was
one.
glitchy as hell. Like you would have to like jump off of the mat,
It's terrible.
or you had to like jump and stay in the air for like 10 seconds.
I don't know. Maybe they can do that.
So yeah,
Sorry, I'm in the chat typing. Sorry.
since it's 9:30 p.m. where I am I technically a night crawler now?
Well, it's fucking 3:30 in the morning where I am. Does that make me a vampire?
Ugh.
Either a vampire or a cokehead.
We'll go with vampire. But it depends
wonder,
what type of
can
vampire you watch.
vampires
Have you ever
die?
watched that that movie called Priest? Not that
Yes,
movie. No,
so
not that
good.
movie. Not that movie. But that
One
movie
with the chainsaw, or not the chainsaw, the machine gun.
and the motorbike, futuristic sort of city, like a
Yes.
I watched a good 40
So
minutes.
good.
Yeah, them vampires ain't vampires. They're fucking mutants with big teeth.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, the one from what is it? Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn. You just like that because there's boobs in it.
Duh. It's like
Speaking of
it's-
boobs, thanks
really?
Angie for being the one that breaks the mold and not because the last couple of streams
Yeah,
I've had and after
you
parties
just
have
think
been.
it-
No, shush,
you just
Jim.
think that you're
I'm
throwing me under
thanking
the
Angie
bus.
for turning up because the last few streams I've had people in the comments going, "All I can see is beards. Where's the women?"
You know,
And you got me, you poor thing. You poor
Oh,
thing.
No, Angie, I love that. Angie, I absolutely love that. I recently hit 200 subscribers and I said, let's do something to celebrate. Self-deprecating suggestions will be appreciated. If you're up for making fun of yourself, you're fucking welcome here.
Oh my gosh, I have to make fun of myself.
I know that I'm not at the bottom of the barrel, but I know that I can touch.
We can reach.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. I'm glad to see Jim, really. I haven't got to talk to Jim in a really long time. Like, we just don't ever connect hardly anymore.
Yeah,
know.
I've been out of it. I've been on bed rest for a while, so I haven't been doing much of anything.
It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're doing
It's
better.
Good that you're
Well,
taking the time to fucking bed rest yourself, Jim, because you have that many animals. You need to look after yourself. And recently, with what happened to you, you need to fucking watch yourself. I was discussing this with the girlfriend the other day because I hadn't heard from you in 3 or 4 days, and it was like, I don't know what's happening. The man had a heart attack like last month, so he could possibly be dead. And I know his Twitter got hacked, so nobody has any way of contacting him. So he lives in the arsehole of nowhere. Have you got smoke signals? Where the fuck's Jim? We
And
worry
it took
about
3
you.
days for anybody to care.
No.
It's an after party, Tony, to the gathering that was going on earlier for Demolished Doctrine and Tog. Fuck, I forgot his name for a second. That really makes him fucking
this,
sound important.
This one guy.
Yeah, this one guy. This one guy and Richard have a show. Well, they did. Tonight was the final episode.
Oh.
Watch out for series 2.
back
What are
and
you
watch
doing,
it.
Richard? What are you doing for series 2? We've already planned out our series 2 is the Book of Enoch after the David and Goliath story. But what are you and Tog doing for series 2?
We're planning on starting all the way at the beginning of the book.
The Bible, the
All
whole
the way back
thing.
to Genesis, the whole thing. Well, we're at least going to do Genesis anyway.
Well, you're not allowed to do the David and Goliath story. You have to skip that because that you know. Oh,
Well,
who'd we lose?
That's quite a ways from Genesis. That's a long distance from Genesis.
Who did we lose? We lost. Be mindful.
Yes. Poofed.
Why do you think it is that God presented all of the animals before Adam to see if they were suitable mates before he thought, hey, maybe I should make something that looks kind of like him?
I don't think they were suggested as mates, actually. I mean, maybe like a dog is a mate,
That's not a real
like your
story.
friend.
Yeah. Like a little bit of peanut butter goes a long way.
The peanut butter dog joke. Yeah, of course.
Now we discussed this.
Now,
on
I just
Girls
want to be.
Night last
I just
night.
want to be dead clear here, right?
We don't put things down there that contain like sugar or stuff like that.
I just want to be damn
Don't
clear
put
and
that
straight
stuff
up.
down there.
You know, respect be delivered from person to person. I know that Jim has some things, and I know that Richard has some things, and you do butt heads on disagreements. But let's all be respectful.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, if I sounded disrespectful, I wasn't trying to be.
Oh no, it was
Same-
totally aimed at
same
Jim.
here.
Jim's the asshole. It was totally aimed at Jim. Don't worry about Richard.
But I do want to point out in Genesis, it does say that that a mate is the counterpart of the male. That I think it's in Genesis 7. It says, take with you 7 pairs and a male and a male of
And
each
its
pair
female.
and its mate,
Which is 14, not 2.
which is what?
It's 14. You can't divide 7
Right.
animals equally by 2,
Right.
so it has to be
Yeah,
multiplication problem.
7 pairs.
So it's 7 pairs. It's 14 would have had to go on the ark, right?
Yes, 7 pairs of every clean animal and 1 pair of every unclean animal.
2 pair of every unclean.
No, 1 pair of every unclean.
No. 2,
Yes, sir.
a male and his female. If you're going to use it the same way, it has to be 4.
It
Hey,
doesn't
no,
matter. It didn't
I'm-
really
I'm-
happen.
I'm
Be
sorry.
mindful. Be mindful. Will you post a link
It
to the
says you are to take
StreamYards
with
in the
you
chat?
7 of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, and 2 of every kind of
Right.
unclean animal, a male and its mate.
I mean, I see what you're doing there. It's cool. I can see reading it that way. I'm just saying if 7 is a multiplication, so is 2.
Right. Well, so it's 7 pairs, and it says
Right.
and 1 pair of every kind of unclean animal.
It says 2.
It says 2 only in the versions where it says you are to take with you 7 of every kind, not 7 pairs. The ones where it says 2 of every kind, it doesn't say pairs, but whenever it does say pairs, it says 7 pairs and then 1 pair.
Don't make me pull out my Matthews, man.
I promise you can pull it out. Genesis 7:2.
Why are we fighting about this? Like,
No, we're
why?
not fighting. It's not a fight. It's not a fight. It's a discussion between people who are interested in the topic.
Why?
See, this is the thing, Angie. This is sort of what we do.
It's just
I don't understand.
I'm trying to get him to do a talk with me. So I'm
Yes,
trying to
I
get
know.
my
Jim
stories.
Jim keeps running away from Richard. Richard.
Oh,
Richard
do it
is
right
streaming.
now.
I'm only. Oh, I'm only winding Jim.
No, it's not like a challenge. Like I'm not like
Jim,
being
Jim.
being like a badass or whatever. I just don't want it to look like I'm unwilling to talk to anybody, because I think that anybody who knows me knows that I'm just about willing to talk with anybody about just about anything.
Jim, I meant
And
that
he's
as a
really
joke.
good at it.
I meant that as a joke, Jim, and I am sorry if it came across as the wrong way. I know you're all up for it, man. You take on the old SJ Lion. You know, I know
Well-
you're up for the crack, like.
It's not the first thing you tried to give me that was a joke.
I'm just playing too.
Oh, have you seen my picture of me in the bath, man?
Arr,
My toes
arr,
are
arr.
huge. My toes are huge, all right?
He's
Even
got
Richard.
some big toe, man. I seen a picture.
Yeah, Richard
Oh,
commented on
shoot.
the toes.
I'm all swollen.
Yeah, but what he's not saying though is that it's framed right next to his monitor at the
I mean, it
moment.
was pretty obvious.
I was just kidding too, by the way. I don't know if y'all could tell.
No,
Your
no, no, no,
giggles
Angie.
better.
In all seriousness, that is what we do. Like, you know, this is what this channel was
I
about.
know.
Was talking shit and doing all that, son. And you know, it's fun. Lucy Luxor has threatened that if I send
Yep.
her a link, she's gonna share it out amongst everybody. And some night when I'm in the middle of a stream, she's gonna just jump in and take the fuck over.
We could totally tell that you were kidding, Angie, and that you weren't
Okay.
serious just based on your My Little Pony hairdo.
Well, I'm just doing that so I don't get in trouble on the channel.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do to get in trouble in this channel is be named the person who can't be named. Everybody
Dun
else
dun dun.
gets, you know, free reign. Free reign. Angie, look up the Atheist Edge YouTube channel. Check out their 21 commandments. I live by their 21 commandments. They are so in tune.
Okay.
No,
They're pretty good, really.
aren't they, Richard? Like, you know, it
Yeah,
really
they
is-
really are.
Yeah. You know, if you don't know it, you can't spray it. You know?
I gave up commandments for Lent.
Oh, these are atheistic commandments.
Well, they're not atheistic
I gave up
commandments. I would
Lent
say that
for
they're
Lent.
humanist
Commandments.
commandments.
Secular.
Wait,
Secular.
atheist commandments? But who's commanding them?
They're secular commandments.
What
But
does
who's
that
commanding them?
mean?
A show called themselves Atheist Edge. You may have heard of them.
I've
Yeah,
heard
oh yeah, Jim Hall and TJ.
It's not pronounced
And?
Jim Hall. It's pronounced Master Sergeant Jim.
Master Sergeant Jim.
So
Hall.
there's a
Well,
right
he's
way
no
and a
longer
wrong
Master
way to
Sergeant,
atheist.
but as much as that jughead wants to keep
Angie,
thinking that he is,
whenever
I love
you-
you, Jim. if you're
Whenever
watching.
you do look up the Atheist Edge channel, Angie, look up the Atheist Edge plus MathPig. There was an interview that the guy to your left, Demolished Doctrine, did with Jim, and they both are ex-army. They both decided to discuss munitions. They both then decided to discuss armor piercing, and with armor piercing comes double penetration, and that's all I'll say. Go watch the video.
My first
I
YouTube
actually
experience was
watched
actually
that,
on
and it
Atheist
was
Edge.
hilarious.
I say
my
double
first-
penetration and doorknob head appears in the chat. What does that say?
My first live debate was
I think he
actually on
lurks like
Atheist
that
Edge.
until the right thing comes out, and then it's just like, here I am.
I know, like
I
doorknob
debated
head
this
is
guy
this.
named this preacher named Brady Blevins for like 4 hours live at Jim's house.
4 hours.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
on my second longest debate. The longest one was with Saitan Brugengate.
Brain in a jar, what?
The longest debate.
Brain in a jar, what?
Yep.
Yep.
Brain in a jar. Yeah.
Fucking.
How do you know you're not a brain in a jar?
And I told him, I
Angie,
said,
do you know?
well,
I'm not sure if Angie knows of presuppositionist Calvinism or anything like that. No, too deep, too much. No.
Oh,
I know
I'm
what
sure
it is.
she's
Yeah.
been around long enough that she's
been around.
at least come from the one or two.
Oh no, no, I'm not
I've been
meaning that.
around.
I'm not meaning
You
that as
bet
just.
your ass I've been around,
I'm not
baby.
meaning that.
I
As,
meant
oh yeah,
Twitter,
you. No,
like,
was that
I'm
a
not
sexual
talking like
innuendo?
blogger
Did the granny?
thing.
Did the granny just make a sexual innuendo?
Yeah, you know.
I think so. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
all.
it's
Yeah.
Crazy. Like they get an electric wheelchair and they think they own the world.
Hey,
Oh,
whippersnapper.
snap.
Don't you go dying on me.
Don't you make me get the wooden spoon now.
Richard.
I've got a hole in my heart for Angie.
No, I was over the moon that Angie and Purple joined the other night. That was that was amazing. You know.
That was fun.
Oh, it was fun. Did you see the thumbnail, Angie? I know I've mentioned this earlier, but the thumbnail, I'm so proud of it. It's a picture of me with a finger in between a set of cherries.
It is.
Sexual innuendo much? No? Okay.
Just a
Purple!
little
Look!
bit.
We just
Speaking
mentioned
of
Purple and he's
Purple-
arranged. Purple, we've got a spot. The link is in the chat. Come on. Somebody jump in. We've got another spot available. We need to fill all the holes.
Oh God.
I didn't. Like,
Is
yous
that
all went to
another
the
double
gutter.
penetration joke? Come on.
Yous
how
all
many-
went
how
to the
many-
gutter,
No.
okay? It was all of yous. I'm just saying that we have a spot, a hole to fill spot there.
Yeah,
you know.
we'll fill them.
Pardon me.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth, yeah. Only guilty plead the fifth.
Not guilty. It was a perfect phone call.
It's a perfect phone call. Totally perfect phone call. No quid pro
Read
quo.
the transcript if you don't believe
No
me.
quid pro quo.
Oh my God! Don't get me started
Ooh,
on
door
that thing.
knocker.
Finger between cherries. No, that is not how you pop it.
Catholic priest cosplay.
Oh, it's just all gone out of fucking control. I need to get a
It was-
gift for.
It was a good. It's a good thumbnail.
I know. I actually have a fucking gift for running in the background which is an actual set of flames for like a fucking dumpster fire, and I can't find it right now. I want to make it all just turn into flames because this is pretty much what's happened to this conversation, but it's just not working.
I was looking for a priest costume one time, and I found one at Target, but it turned out it wasn't a priest costume. The sign was wrong. It just said little boy's pants half off.
Okay, right. Well, do you want to hear something? Right, that's a joke. Do you want to hear something fucking serious? Okay. Now people can say anything they want to me, and they can say I'm not PC or whatever the fuck like that. But the student unions in England, there's a wee like group of them, like a council or whatever, a fucking group of student unions, and they have their Halloween past made sombreros not allowed to be worn. You're not allowed to wear a Mexican outfit for Halloween. They actually produced. Now you get this. Be mindful. Nearly £1,000 worth of posters and posted them up all over the place. And I can't remember the exact phrase, but it was like something along the lines of when picking your costume, remember who you could offend. And they made sombreros illegal, along with a few other things. Now I think that's a little
Well,
bit.
That is crazy.
A person.
I can't wear my skeleton costume because I'll offend everybody.
Well, an actual
Even
person.
Mexicans don't wear sombreros anymore, and the ones that would offend the Americans are the immigrants, and they definitely don't wear them because they can't fit in between the gaps in the wall wearing a sombrero.
The actual student union that started this has an actual Mexican in their student union or in their university, and they went onto their Facebook page and went, "This is fucking beyond an absolute joke."
That's crazy. The moment that they
Wow.
outlaw tacos, like I'm writing.
Like I'm not one for wearing a sombrero. I don't wear it, but the fact that someone says I can't wear that to a Halloween costume, I can't wear that as an outfit,
I have a question.
Yes, go on ahead, Angie. You're the most important person here because you have actually taken put your face on
Bullshit.
screen. No, you put your face on screen.
Bullshit. Is it you say illegal like against the law or just against the rules for this particular party, or
Like
are we
they will
talking?
deport
If you wear the sombrero, you will be not allowed into any of the student union halls. You will not be allowed to wear it. You will have it as a demerit against your thing. I haven't looked into the details of it, but it is. You'll get a definite. Don't be doing that.
So it's a school thing.
It's a
And if you think you can
university.
get away with it, think again. They have built a wall.
Huh? What? Say that again.
I said, if you think you can get away with wearing one, think again because they've built a wall.
Yeah, exactly. There's a wall, 150 mile of it. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's the same. I think it was
cleared out.
last year. This year was the sombreros. Last year was the Indian outfits. You're not allowed to wear a native.
All kinds of money waste.
Yeah, you're not allowed to wear a Native American, Native Indian.
What about a siesta? Like, what if you like pass out, take a little siesta?
That's what I do most days after dinner, man.
Well, that's cultural appropriation, buddy. You gotta take a good old fashioned Scottish pass out. You can't take a siesta.
Well, here's a fucking sound grab for you. It must make me a racist then to take a siesta in Northern Ireland. There you go. It's.
I guess it depends on like your position, like like how you're situated.
As
Like,
I
are
sa-
you draped over like the arm of a bar stool?
In my
or-
opinion, everything
So-
boils down to context. As a slight tangent, because some asshole in the live chat who'll not be named Wildheart666 is talking about tangents. We'll talk about a fucking tangent. I work in years ago. Well, I still work for the same company, but years ago I worked in a very mixed environment, and it was 70% maybe Catholic and 30% Protestant. And one of the guys that I have known for upwards of 15 years was having a bad day and called me a black bastard, which is a general derogatory term from a Catholic to a Protestant because of, the way it was. And I made a joke about it and walked outside, and that was the rest of it. And the manager of the company walked out and said to me, "Would you like me to put him on the book? I can, make a formal complaint." And I was like, "Why? Sure, he's just a fucking Fenian bastard anyway. Should just ignore him." And that's a derogatory remark towards the Catholics from the Protestant. And me and him on our lunch break that day both had a laugh about it because we've known each other 15 years and the manager is stuck up his own ass. It's fuck him. I've known Ramey that long and Ramey's known me that long. You can say these things. I have no idea where the point I'm going with, but someone...
So there I was, balls deep in this wallaby.
Jim, did you not see Doorknob Head in the chat? We were having fucking... Here's an ad tangent for you. Jesus is Lord was debating Jill the other night, or debating Jay the other night, and Doorknob Head made a comment about being knee deep in Jesus is Lord. There's now a meme about being knee deep in Jesus is Lord.
Oh,
Jesus is Lord doesn't debate, though. I don't know what you're talking about.
I tangent...
No, he doesn't. He just says whatever he wants. He's mean and opinionated. And then when you respond to him, he ignores you and he just keeps talking.
It's the classic playing chess with a penguin. It doesn't matter how good you are at chess.
Yes.
They're just going to knock over the pieces, shit on the board, and strut around like they won.
Angie thinks this is funny and has no idea what is going on. But in all honesty, Angie, if Jesus is...
I am not as clueless as I look, honey. I'm following right along.
But this is the thing. If Jesus is Lord joined this stream, I would have to kick you out or he wouldn't join it. He will not be...
Why?
Because you're a woman. You belong in the...
probably have to kick me out, too.
You belong in the kitchen.
I'm not scared of anybody. Why?
No. You belong in the kitchen.
He won't do it because he thinks that it's below him.
You belong in the kitchen.
Oh, but that would be fun.
No. He will not come on. No, he will not come on.
on.
This is the thing. He will not come on and discuss.
He wouldn't even come on. You mean?
No, he will not come on because the man is the leader of the household, and you should do what you're fucking told.
Well, and not only the household, but a woman should not be put in a position of authority. A woman cannot be in power over a man.
Yeah, well, I bet he don't get much, does he?
Well,
here, Angie, have you ever heard of Jesse Lee Peterson?
No.
Yeah, I would say don't look him up, but go and look him up. That man be crazy. It's amazing. Amazing.
Shit on the floor. Take off your pants and your panties.
I have violent reactions to stupid. I'm allergic.
Yeah, I don't.
Swifty.
Wow.
I know that was out tonight. I haven't seen series 2. I haven't seen episode 2. You be quiet. But I get what you're saying, Angie, about you have no tolerance for stupid. It's
Like none.
no.
None.
No, not at all. My girlfriend actually shouted at me earlier because my mum came in and asked me a question that she had asked me not an hour ago. And I lost the rag, sort of, because I'm tired and I had to do another work tonight. I had to clean out a room. I have labourers coming tomorrow. I have a load of shit going on. And I had to repeat myself. And I don't like repeating myself because I don't deal with stupid. And not that I flipped off the fucking rag, but I may have flipped a little bit. And when my mum went out to go to the fucking back hall to go and get my dad for dinner, my girlfriend came up and went, "Did you realise you just fucking ate the face of your ma?" And I was like, I'm fucking sick of repeating myself. I fucking don't like repeating. I've no time for fucking stupid. She said, "Just calm down. Go and get yourself a wee fucking drink there and just relax. Get a glass of water. Come back in. We'll eat your dinner. We'll all calm down." I said, fucking. Purple doesn't even understand what I'm talking about. He can't catch the accent.
I do. Yeah, by the end of the day, I've got about this much patience, and the next person that asks me to repeat myself is probably getting yelled at. So
my mother raised me not to fucking ask the same question twice. Like when she first got a dishwasher, I remember her showing me how to stack the dishwasher. And then she then took all the dishes back out of the dishwasher and set them up on the bench. And I went, "Now you show me." She didn't do it and leave it. She did it and went, "This is the way you do it." And then tucked them back out again and set them up on the bench. "Now you do it."
Well, that was sudden.
No, but I mean, it's like you don't repeat yourself. This is the way you're taught. This is the way you do it. And repeating myself. I have a fucking cogent line of thought in my mind. It may be messed up, but it makes sense to me. Okay?
My mom was a lot tougher than I am. I'm a big old softy, so yeah. They have to push me pretty hard before I go full blown angry granny.
I spent a month,
I'm
right?
going to kill you all. Get out of my face.
I have spent the last month teaching my wee girl, who is 2.5, to jump off the coffee table onto the floor, and I'm on the floor, and I would catch her. Right? I wanted to learn to learn to be confident, and know that Daddy will always be there to catch you. And the reason
Right.
I've been doing that is because she loves to swim, she loves the bath, she likes splashing, and I wanted to take her to the swimming pool, get her to go to the edge of the swimming pool, and jump in. And I spent a month teaching her. She'd grown. She got to that point. I was like, right, honey, when you're coming up this weekend, bring the swimming suit. We're going to the swimming pool. We're definitely going. She's up. She's right there. So we go to the swimming pool, and she will not fucking jump off the swimming pool for love nor money. Right? I'm like, for fuck's sake, we've spent the last month. Like, come on, jump off the swimming pool. She won't jump off the edge. I'm like, right. So I go over and I lift her, and I bring her down, and we're in this wee area. It's like a training area of the swimming pool. It's maybe 3 foot deep, you know?
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and she's only 3 foot herself in height.
Yeah.
And I have her in my arms. I'm short, and she's got to wearing like a wee vest. She can float and all the rest of it. And I was like, do you want to fly? And she looks at me and goes, yes, Daddy. And I look at the girlfriend, and she goes, don't you fucking dare. And I take the daughter, and I throw her up in the air like I usually would do in the living room, you know, go fly. But instead of catching her, I take 2 steps back. And she hits the water. She goes down under the water. She comes up. She's a wee bit of a blah, 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 blah. And she comes up and she swims, sort of like floats over towards my girlfriend. And she gives her a big hug and goes, bad daddy. But I don't think I'm bad daddy. I think that's, you know, you spent a fucking month. I've been training you. Come on, jump. No, go for it. I'm all up for it. I don't know where this point was going.
And the next time you go, you'll want to do it again.
She fucking will want to do it again. And you know damn rightly, Richard, she will. Yep. That's...
Yeah, sometimes you just got to take that first little bit of scary out of it, and then they realize, well, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
In the same swimming pool.
It's true.
In the same swimming pool, there is like a waterfall section. They have like a current section that runs around the whole giant building that has,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like jets. So if you lifted your feet up, you would be carried by the current the whole way around. You know, looking. And we had the daughter going in that, and there's a waterfall section, and she pointed at it and went, "Daddy, daddy, daddy." And this is like maybe 6 months ago. And I was like, "Yeah, no bother." And I put her straight underneath it, and she could fucking drown by that too. Like, but she loves splashing. She wants to learn to swim. If you're gonna learn to swim, you need to be able to drink some water.
Yep.
It's true. Just jump in and do it.
Yeah, just fucking jump in. There's no point in messing about with it. There's no point in wasting about. Live life with no regrets.
The 6-year-old got a shot the other day, got her flu shot. She pranced around for the rest of the afternoon. I got a shot today, and I was brave, and I didn't cry.
That's exactly it.
Dang, I usually don't start prancing until like 6 or 7 shots.
She doesn't remember, the shots from when she was little. She doesn't have any memory of that, so she's like,
That might be a different kind of shot, Jim.
yeah.
I don't have memories of most of the shots I've done either.
Get your vaccine.
Get the fucking vaccinations. Yes. Yes. And definitely yes. Give all your kids the vaccine. Oh, we're doing the shift thing.
It's my public service announcement for the day. Get your vaccinations.
Yep. Get the vaccinations. We're
Get-
still
get
waiting
your
on
two-
Purple to jump in. We're
Yeah.
also still waiting on AR to jump in. Doorknob Head is also welcome. He has a better beard nearly than Richard. It's not as long, but it's more full. Not to make you feel jealous, Richard. Tony Designs is still shy. Tony Designs won't jump in because he's all, I don't own a mic.
66.6% correct.
I don't own a mic either.
Pardon?
I have cheap iPhone headphones in, and they work fine.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, Tony. Don't be a bitch. Purple. See you later, Purple.
Oh, bye, Purple. Where you going?
Bye, Purple.
In saying that, I'm only going to keep this going for maybe 30 minutes or so because I've got work in like 4 hours.
Oh, gee.
Whoa, I just
yeah,
found
that's
like
good.
4 blunt roaches in my hoodie pocket. I'm so excited.
You- Well, all that
Nothing
says,
wrong with some backup freebies.
Yeah,
Oh
well-
no, it was only 3. It was only 3. The other one was a
I
corn
mean,
nut.
still good.
The other one was a
3
corn
in
nut.
the hand is better than 1 in the.
all that says to me, Jim, is that you pussied out 3 fucking times and couldn't finish a smoke. So you can try and word it whatever way you want, but you pussied out 3 times. Sorry.
They are thumbnail size, sir, and you didn't help me smoke them, so back off.
Thumbnail size. I have a big thumb, man, and even that ain't a fucking inch long. Like, come on, you pussied out. AR, you're more than welcome to jump in. The link is in the chat. The link's in the Discord.
Sounds more
Night,
like a
Sadie.
blunt than
Good
a-
night, Sadie.
Sadie, what do you mean going to bed at 4 a.m.? Sadie doesn't sleep. She's telling you lies. She's actually going to start sending me fucking Discord messages now in about 5 minutes. Oh, look, there's one from her now.
She actually moonlights as a bouncer at a
Does she?
at a club for castaway cockatoos.
Cockatoos.
Really?
It's very exclusive.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's very specific.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, it's
Yep.
not any old bird. It was specifically cockatoos.
Birds of a feather.
Flock
Ouch.
together.
Oh, my
A
stuff's all
certain kind
frozen
of cockatoo, though.
now. There it
I
goes.
hate when that happens. Is it cold?
Are there kinds of cockatoo? I don't know. I'm not the bouncer.
Oh.
I don't run the door. Like, ask her.
What?
I don't know.
Like, would you like card them and be like, you look more like a toucan? You're like, are you being racist right now? Like,
What do you call them crazy birds that are like ostriches that are actually fucking violent as fuck? That have a
emu.
What?
Emu.
An emu.
Emu.
No, not an emu.
Cassowaries.
A rabid penguin.
No.
Cassowary?
Cassowary.
Yeah.
Probably got it.
Thank you, Richard. Cassowary. Have
No,
you
she got it. It
I
was
said
Angie
it
Dell.
first.
Angie Dell. She said it first.
She did.
Yep.
Cassowary? All right, Angie. Cassowary.
Cassowary. What is
Them
that?
things
It's like a
are-
peacock with mange.
Oh man,
It's a
them
really,
things
really
are
mean
fucking
emu.
violent. Yeah. Fucking violent bastards. Them cassowaries. You need to
Why are
watch
there so many birds with like names like with like cock in it? Like got cockatoo and rooster's cockadoodle and I don't know.
Do you want to hear a
What's up
funny
with
joke?
that?
My mother
All-
only found
they're
out
all
tonight.
cocks and hens, dude. No matter what, they're all cocks
Yeah.
and hens.
My mother
Cocks
only
and
found out tonight
It's
that birds
sexing
were
the bird.
descending for
Yeah, it's a-
evolution.
Bird
And do
classification
they
thing.
all roost or just the rooster roost?
Well, rooster
Mm.
calls the hens to roost. That's its job. It's not the
Cock.
cock.
But he also, does other things like,
Like calls them to roost. That's
David
all it-
Melbourne. Thank you for
whatever
turning
you
up,
wanna
David
call it,
Melbourne.
like, they brown chicken, brown cow.
Animal
Brown-
husbandry
brown cow.
101.
Who the fuck is riding the cat in the background? Just out of
Meow.
curiosity.
Cock or doodle?
Hence the name. Hence the name
Rooster. It
Rooster.
roosts them. Yeah,
If
rooster.
you have finger paint, you don't have to choose between cock or doodle. You can have both.
Ah, John, if you
Gonna
can
leave
get in,
that
before,
alone.
That's what I was saying.
John, the link. Somebody post the link in the chat. If John can get in
Wow.
before AR, we've got a slot open. Who wants to come fill my spur hole? Way. There's another soundbite for you.
Yay.
I gotta go find a
Sounded
link.
terrible.
Bring a
He's
Coke
got a-
can. You're
he's
gonna have to
got one
shove it in
empty hole
next
and
to
he
you
just
before you
needs it-
fill anything.
Who's David Melbourne? David Melbourne, I think you're new.
Terrible.
Are you not new? Thank you for turning up, David.
Hi, David. You're soon to realize that you've made a terrible decision.
Do you know what you could do? You could hit that subscribe button, and then there's a funny thing appears on the screen, and it looks cool and all, and I can test that out. Yeah, hit the subscribe
Yeah,
button.
and if you see that and it looks cool, that's Jim Majors. Go subscribe to me, youtube.com/Jim Majors.
Angie, that's
Shit.
the YouTube
That's
link.
not it.
Yeah.
That's not the right link.
Jim,
Don't,
I went and
that
bought
ain't it.
mustache wax the other day. It's very good for keeping the beard good. It's not great for the mustache because I can't handle a long mustache, but it's very
Thank
good
you,
for keeping the
Sadie.
beard straight.
Yeah, I agree with Doorknob. David Melbourne has to either make documentaries or do voiceover work. Like he's like the narrator for like National Geographic Planet Earth, but like the Walmart version.
Have you, oh, he's actually been on Voice and that you've heard him.
It's like, and
David.
here we are in a dark alley, and we have 5 raccoons fighting over a last piece of trash. Like
That was
it's-
like
it's
the
just-
worst.
It's like it's a nature documentary, but it's just it's not not the best funded.
Have you heard Nerdy Rodent? Nerdy Rodent sounds like he should work for the BBC.
Oh my god, his voice is awesome.
Isn't it? It's
Really?
fucking mental.
Yes. Like butter.
I've never heard him.
What? You've never heard
He
Be
is
Mindful? Oh
smooth.
man, I'll send you a link.
No, I've never heard Nerdy Rowan speak. You know?
Oh no,
Like,
check out
it
Lucy.
slides in your ear. It's like putting pussy on the chain wax. It just
He does be in
blows
Lucy's
right in there.
streams all
Really?
the time. Be mindful. He does be in Lucy's streams late at night all the time, and he
Oh, okay.
he comes on screen as
Thank
a
you,
green
Tony.
pickle with a piss-colored background. And he has some sort of thing set up with his camera.
Oh, that's when you're. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I
Soon
heard
as
you
I said
talking about
pickle
that, I
with
know who you
piss-colored
meant.
background. Pickle with piss-colored background. You totally knew what I was talking about. Oh.
Oh, does Spooky have a voice too? I have not heard Spooky Bed Hair.
Spooky is
says
very
not
English,
not have-
not quite as posh as you would expect. Is Spooky in the chat?
No, Doorknob was saying Nerdy is the best, but almost as good as Spooky Bed Hair. But I was thinking I have not heard Spooky speak
Spooky-
But
yet.
He's
you know who's
very
better than
English.
both those people? That'd be Doorknob because he's here and they're not.
I
I
actually,
still have never heard Doorknob speak. I've never seen Doorknob
I haven't-
stream.
I have an unlisted video with Doorknob Head on camera, actually helping me test out shit.
Yeah, I think we need to give him a turn.
Doorknob Head,
He's afraid to come.
are
Oh,
you
come on,
coming
nobody did
in?
that.
Are you coming in? No, but there is. I think if you look through my channel, it may not even be unlisted. There's a video of Doorknob Head on camera with his cool ass beard, rocking it, giving it loads.
I want to braid his beard.
Just so you know, Jim, I got the doorknob turn thing.
It's a hair thing.
Oh,
Richard, how is the echo? Is it working out, or do you need to tweak your settings, or have you got it sorted? I know that was.
Oh, I'm gonna tend to that later. I'm enjoying you guys. I am getting a little bit sleepy though. I might just duck out pretty soon. So peace and respect to you all.
No bother,
man,
man.
same
No
here.
bother. I'll send.
Peace right back at you.
I'm
Right
gonna
on.
do the same.
Pleasure
What?
to meet you, Angie.
You too.
Jim,
I hope we
message
meet
me, man.
again.
Right on, we will. Anytime you like. Message me, Jim.
Absolutely, man.
Peace, bro. Y'all out.
Bye.
See you later. Thank you very much, Richard, for coming in. As always, me and Richard have a show on a Thursday night, 11 UK time, and 6 Eastern Standard. Fuck, I hope I'm getting that right. Sorted out from them. A history of the interstellar planets, where David and Goliath is a prophetic dream, prophetic video, prophetic. Yeah. David and Goliath is about the planets crashing in and Jupiter becoming a second sun. And I hope that does not sound disrespectful to Jim or fucking Richard, but
Oh, just make sure everybody knows that it's SON, not SUN.
oh, who else did we lose there? We lost someone else. Who'd we lose? We lost 2 people.
I can't say it. I know it, but I can't.
Go on, Angie.
The one with all the letters, all the
Yeah.
letters.
Come
The
on.
be mindful.
Being mindful.
There you
Being
go.
mindful.
Hey.
I was thinking Ben's minute rice. No, that's not it. What was it?
Oh, thank you, Tony. See, I got my custom URL. I made it to 100 subs. Woo boo.
When did you do that?
Last weekend? No, weekend before last, I think.
Oh,
A
well,
couple weeks ago.
well, that's why you're not. I've got right. Well, what I did is I got a hold of a Discord bot to replace Tony, because Tony's old and it's an awful lot of effort on him, you know. So I found this Discord bot to replace Tony with, and I was nearly sure that I added you to the link. But
Duck
yeah.
penises are frightening. Have you ever seen a duck penis? It is so scary.
They're awful. Ducks are very right.
Can I ask a question, Jim?
Ducks
I
are
mentioned
bad.
Angie
Like,
and a Discord bot,
it's like a
and you went
corkscrew.
duck
Like,
penis.
it's like a it's like a spiral, and it
From
like
the
shoots
chat.
out.
It's getting that from the chat. That's what they're talking about. Doorknob head is instigating shit over there.
Oh, I thought
Everybody
I
got
thought
your
for a split second that when you got your custom
Ooh.
URL, you made a duck penis.
Ever seen a pig penis? They're just as bad.
Do you want to hear
Duck
something
penis.
funny, Angie? I used to work in an actual pig slaughterhouse, and someone come up one day to buy their breakfast, and when they went to pay for their breakfast, instead of handing over £2, they handed over two pigs' testicles, and they then chased my mother around the canteen with these two little grey balls. It was the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. It was fucking hilarious.
I mean, I have pigs, but I've never chased anybody with their nuts.
Oh no! Like I went onto the slaughter line twice over the time that I worked there. I seen how they were killed. They gassed them, then they fire burnt them, then they slit their throat. We actually still have one of the boner's knives. It'll cut. If I wanted to, I could cut your hand off like samurai sword, fucking sharp. It cuts through bone. It's a fantastic knife, and but yeah, no, it was fucking hilarious. A fella called what was his name? Brian. Oh, his name was Brian something, and he came up, and I was the guy that did the till, and he came up and he was like, "You wouldn't get your mother from the kitchen there," and I was like, "Yeah, hold on a wee second," because my Brian had went to school with my mum. I thought he was gonna just wanted to talk to her, and she walked out, and she was like, "Yes, Brian, there's some scrambled egg and toast. That'll be £2.50." He put the fucking hand out and dropped two pig's testicles into her hand.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Like,
it was fucking hilarious. I fell off my seat. About 60 people actually was laughing all at once. Then she took a fucking hilt and ran off, and he chased her. It was. Oh.
well, yeah, I chased her too. She didn't give me my change.
She took your balls and didn't give them back. That'd be worse.
No, didn't give me the change. You know.
All right, let's stop making fun of my mum with balls in her hand. So Angie, what have you got going this week?
You started it.
Oh,
man.
Literally, well, actually, his parents started it.
John, thank you very much for joining. Angie, have you met the messenger reveals? John is
I
his
have
name.
not. I don't think so.
John, there's an awful lot of good things that we should listen to, take into context, obviously, but there's an awful lot of very good things. John, just to say, man, if you can hear this.
And I gotta head out, guys.
Oh,
We'll talk to y'all later.
See you later. See you later.
it's very good to see you, Jim.
Love y'all.
I'll see you around.
Good to see you too, Angie. Bye.
Bye.
The only
Messenger is
video.
muted.
I know. He's doing it himself. There you go. John,
Chasing them all away.
Ah,
the only
get
video
out.
that my
Angie.
mother
Okay, I'll
subscribed
leave.
to my channel,
No,
John.
not you.
My mother subscribed to my channel, and the only video that she's actually sat down and watched is the one with me and you.
Really?
Honest to God. And no,
Well,
I'm not being disrespectful or anything. That's sort of just, but you get what I mean.
Yeah. Jim said in the live chat. He said, "Nope, not doing the messenger shit tonight. I had spicy dinner for dinner."
And saying that, Jim, me and Messenger was on for, I think, 2.5 hours, and we just chit-chatted. We didn't really do any of that shit, and no disrespect to anything. And
No, it's
the
about having a good
conversation,
conversation.
I
I'm
watched.
a lover, not a fighter.
I watched you, Jay, and Jeff rip apart the person who shall not be named, and that man.
Yes.
I even texted Richard, who was in the chat earlier and who was on here earlier. Me and him were watching you rip him apart while chatting on Discord,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing but good
Well,
things was said.
Yeah. He who must not be named was being quite himself.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And I don't think I was mean or cruel to him. I just held him accountable to the things he was saying.
Oh no disrespect to anything you believe or where you come from or anything like that, but everything that cunt said, did I use the C word? Oh, everything that fucking cunt said, you had him on it, which was very good, and you had Jay and Jeff to both back you up, and on that particular topic, bang on. Neil Hammer hit him in the face with it.
it was a good conversation. I don't know if you heard, but the night before, maybe a few nights before that day, Jay and I had a really good conversation.
I haven't.
Just
Yeah, no, I've seen it on his channel, man. I fucking missed it. I watched like the first 20 minutes of it, and then I went to sleep, and I didn't realize
yeah, I
until
came
you.
in way later.
Yeah, I
it was
didn't
like the
realize.
last.
You know, I'd definitely be appreciative of that to have a wee listen. Like.
Yeah, that was like probably the last 30 to 45 minutes, but it was.
Is that all?
were-
Oh, because it's like 2.5
But
hours long or something.
It could have been longer. I mean, time flies when you're having a good time, and we were up till like I want to say almost 3 a.m. my time.
Well, it's now
And I
quarter
think
past 4.
I want to say it was a Thursday. It was a Wednesday night / Thursday morning, or Thursday night / Friday morning. But I can't. Either way, it was a really good conversation, and then it was kind of like a follow up when they were already having conversation. Jay and his brother Jeff,
Yeah.
and then they were inviting Jill on. Jill wouldn't come. I popped up on the chat. Jill showed up, and away it went.
Well, as of Tuesday night, he said derogatory things about me. In my opinion, they were derogatory, calling me unfair, saying that I don't have this, that, and the other, and my channel doesn't provide this, that, and the other for people. It's an unfair platform. So I was like, right, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, you come on. He said yes, fully agreed till it, then didn't turn up. And as you know, on a Thursday, me and Richard have our... See you later, Angie. I'm sorry about this. See you later.
No, I'm waving at the chat. I still want to interrupt you.
All right.
She's waving goodbye to people who are leaving, I think.
I'm saying hello to Blackwing.
Oh, yeah. Blackwing Paranormal has one of the best music choices in the morning. Sometimes we have band offs and song offs at like 7 in the morning. She's like also from England. So it's like...
Cool.
Yeah. She's good rock and roll taste. Good. And yeah. Anyway.
I mean...
I offered him a platform. We sat there. We waited. Richard even went to the point of getting a timer because I was adamant that we would have equal time. I said to him, you bring a moderator, I'm bringing Richard. You consider Richard an atheist. You consider me an atheist liberal. He's on my side. You bring your own moderator. We'll have two apiece. Sorry, a moderator apiece. You come on. I'll give you 45 minutes to an hour. You can ask me any questions I want and I will retort to them. He did not turn up. And then me and Richard have our usual stream at 11 o'clock UK time on a Thursday. And as you know, with StreamYards, you don't have to, even when you log out and log back in, if the meeting's still going, you can keep it going. I didn't change the link. So in total, he had 2.5 hours to turn up and didn't. And then he emailed me and asked me to try and set up a debate between him and Jay and Jeff. And man, go and check out the general chit chat in the pigsty, and if you search for a JPEG that I've posted or search for an image that I've posted, you'll see my reply. I won't say it online because even though I'm not demonetized, I was called out for how rude I was to him, considering even who he is. Yeah, he's a fucking cunt. But yeah, that's me. That's it.
So what do we want to talk about? What's been going on this evening? I just popped in. I've been doing family stuff on Sunday here.
We've just been talking shite now for the last hour, man. That's basically it.
BSing.
I do have a cocktail.
You have a cockatoo?
No, a cocktail.
I did that last night. I couldn't do that
like vodka and some juice.
Well, I have been smoking most of the night, and I've had 3 or 4 glasses of wine, so I'm not going to disagree or say anything. But then, that's sort of, yeah. Judge or not judge, I don't give a fuck anymore. Any care. Blackwing Paranormal, shout out to the crowd in the live chat. Blackwing Paranormal, are you going to come onto my channel sometime? Did you do your graveyard stream the other night? She is actually and does the... I don't mean to be derogatory or anything towards her, but she does do investigations, does seances, and... Yeah. Fucking someone talk rather than me. I'm digging a hole here. I'm digging a hole, Angie! Digging a hole!
Blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, I am listening. I was listening. See, that's what I'm good at. I'm listening.
So tell me about you, Angie.
Tell me about me. I am from East Texas and granny raising grandkids, 2 grown daughters.
Okay.
Just living my life, having a good time.
How'd you meet
Enjoying
this?
things.
And
How'd you meet
Messenger,
this
just to
crazy
jump in,
Irishman?
I just want to jump in, right? She'll not
Okay.
say how good she is, but between her and Purple and a few other, there's a wee side community, and there's at least 3 or 4 streams that they've done 24 hours, jumping between channels, raising money for people who have crashed their car and can't get to work, raising money for this, that, and the other, and helping people out, and not for the crack of it, actual genuine people in need. Angie and Purple and a few others, yeah. She'll not tell you that she's modest, but they do an awful lot for people. They do raise
I might
money.
have got there, but you cut me off. I'm
Math-
playing
Angie,
Math.
Angie,
Math
at the
is
end of
gonna
the
tell us
day,
all how
at
it
the end of the day, self praise is no praise at all. So it sounds better if I say it. So don't worry.
Okay, I'll take that. I don't mind compliments. I don't mind people bragging on me.
MathPig, MathPig, tell me a little bit more about Angie.
I met MathPig in a side chat somewhere. I joined the YouTube community back in June and decided to start making videos and stuff. And
Oh, you got a
it's
channel.
just- yes, I do.
Can you
I do,
post
I do.
Can you post in the live stream so I can go to your channel and sub?
Tony will.
Oh.
Won't
You-
you, Tony? Tony
To-
knows how to do that for me.
Tony, be Angie's girl.
It'll take me like 10 minutes to go find it and
No, all you'd have to say
copy
is
it and
hello.
paste
No, all you have to say is hello, and we can go to your channel from there.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'll just
You-
put a
you-
little giggle.
Yeah, put a giggle. There you go. Bingo. There we go. See, I got the little 3
Uh,
dots. Go to
My
channel.
channel is the Oasis. If you don't want to hear too much about politics, you don't want to hear too much about religion, you just want to hear whatever silliness. I've got some music on there. I got my my live streams I do on Tuesday, and I have my Ask Granny series, which is my Dear Abby thing, ask questions of Granny kind of thing. So it's a fun place to go. It's a nice little, it's a happy place. I hope it's a happy place.
Happy
Y'all
places
back
are
me up.
nice
It's
to
a
go.
happy place, right?
There's some moments on
places are
Angie's
nice.
channel where you're sitting there and all of a sudden the chat just goes off in a completely weird direction. Somebody will point it out and then everybody will fall off their chair laughing. Because
That's
nobody
good.
has any idea how the fuck they got there. You know, they're talking about pancakes 1 second and all of a sudden somebody got hit in the face with a frisbee. They-
Yeah. Like, I think we started this conversation talking about underwear, so I'm pretty sure that's where I came in.
That's right. Tony wanted to know what color your panties were.
Yeah. It's like depends on the day of the week, you know.
Did I change them today?
Well, they have, like, you know, the days of the week embroidered on them, so I don't forget.
You do not have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Tuesday.
Sure I do, don't you know?
That's awesome.
I'm just going to
Now, if you want to get really creative, you start to use like Wednesday on a Thursday, Friday on a Tuesday.
Well, then it only works if I do laundry regularly, right?
All right.
I'll just leave you two alone for a wee second.
What? No.
He's like, what the hell are you all talking about?
I'm married too, so there's that, you know.
Yeah, I have days of the
I
week.
don't do
on my
7
underwear
minutes in a closet with anybody.
Said no Western American man ever.
I don't know. I have an entire top drawer full of underwear, and I just grab what's at the top of the pile.
That's kind of me.
Yeah.
However, my wife stacks them, or I stack them when I fold them. Yeah.
Same with
that's what it-
t-shirts. Same with socks. Whatever the fuck's at the top of the pile, I don't really care. Like.
Doorknob. Oh my! I so am getting the spoon after you.
Do you want me to take his spanner away, Angie? Do you want me to
The
take his?
internet is a football team, and Angie is spreading herself everywhere.
Do you want me to take his spanner
Hope
away?
so.
I'll take his spanner away if you want. Like.
Go sub. I need subs.
Oh, hold on. I think AR just. Yep, there you go. Right, AR.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh, hi AR.
Just
I
up
don't think
front.
we've ever been in a stream before, Angie. Nice to
I
meet
don't
you.
think we have. We've seen each other in chat, but not in a stream. Nice to see you.
Let's all be
Sorry.
fair. Let's all be friendly. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that and move on.
That shouldn't
I'm
be too hard.
friendly. Who's not
That's not-
being friendly?
that's not what he's
MathPig,
talking about,
are you
Angie.
paranoid? What?
Nah,
That-
Oh no,
Messenger and I
Angie.
agree
Yeah,
that way.
AR and
Oh.
Messenger have the same sort of thing going as I have with
You
one-way
ever heard that?
apologetics.
You ever heard that song by Taylor Swift called "Bad Blood"?
Nope, I do not like it.
Oh, no, in all seriousness, though, I totally understand, and I wish that you would get to the friendly level, because I have this with one-way apologetics.
It
That
almost
man,
happened one night. It almost.
Wait, one way's an apologist?
yeah, exactly. He winds me up like another motherfucking bastard, and I can't stand the cunt sometimes. And I nearly banned him from Skylar's Discord and had to go and do a rant to someone else. And we've now boiled down to which is the best.
I've only seen one way in like chats, and like I never got the impression that he was an apologist. So like I must have missed something. Flew right over my head.
In saying that, I have to give man where credit is due. He was on this time last week. He was on with me, and I'm not going to say anything bad about the. He is very well educated and has his opinion in his field, and he gets a hard on every time he puts out his Google Drive link to his library, and you know, it's like I have citation. Check out my Google Drive link, and then gets a hard on for about 10 minutes.
Next thing you're gonna hear from him is that he talks to PhDs.
Honest to God, if you don't talk religion with one way, he is one of the most funniest, best crack. Honest, no joke. Me and him have had, you know, the reason that I've said before that the aim of this channel is to imagine an Irish pub with a pool table down the back that everybody can sit and have the crack around and have a drink and have a bit of fun. And it was actually one way that came up with that.
That's good.
Yeah. Like, no, the man's an absolute asshole, but I love him to bits. And I wish that the two of you would get to that point.
I don't think I've met him or her.
Oh, no, it's a him. He looks like an absolute thug. He looks like a mafia man. Type in Skylar meets One Way, and he picked like the most mafia picture he had in his entire library. He's like, if you don't believe in God by the end of this, I'll fucking do your knees in.
That's awesome. So how's he compared to like a Sky Out or
he is.
Sky Out's a Poe.
Well,
no, he's not.
no, you
Scout's
should have a talk with One Way, man. You should have a talk with
You
One
think
Way.
you think Sky Out's just posing?
Sky Out
really
takes big
do.
words and uses them.
That's what Richard said.
Same as yours. Same as yours. You know, that's a meme for a reason, man. That is a meme for a reason.
I just think
It's
he's a
the
Darth
best
Dawkins
response.
wannabe. That's how I see him.
Just
I
as you
just
say that, that
adopted
is what I.
Doorknob Head.
Whenever fucking One Way is doing my tits in and gets his Google Drive out one too many times, I start calling him Darth.
I don't know. I don't think Sky Out's the kind of person that'll say that people who lie need to kill themselves. So there's that,
just-
I guess.
Angie,
No.
feel free to jump in at any point,
Darth
Angie.
Dawkins is really out there.
Angie, just
I
go
just
gabble, gabble,
adopted
gabble.
Doorknob Head. I just adopted Doorknob Head, so I'm
Will
gonna
you-
start calling
will
him
you-
Sunny Boy now.
Will you be my mommy?
Well, unfortunately for Doorknob Head, I think Doorknob Head's older than you, Angie, so that would be really weird.
Nice.
Hey, weird is good in my book.
Well, if you were his
Bryce is
mummy
so
and he was
grandpa, so
older
it
than
works,
you,
I
that
guess.
would be a miracle.
Yeah, Grandpa's older than me too, so.
Shay, are you 30 yet?
Am I 30?
That's what I asked. I said, are you 30 yet?
That's totally
I
not
told you I
passive
was, like,
aggressive
25
whatsoever.
How long ago? I
I
don't think
can't-
5 years happens in the span of months.
I didn't remember how old you were. That's why I was kind of like I thought maybe late 20s at the most. But
Can I guess? Can I guess? Can I guess? Yeah, I'm guessing 26, 27.
25. I
she
said.
just said.
Oh, well, I generally wasn't
25?
listening.
That's a good age. You know what? That's a really good age. That's when all those lovely little pathways in your frontal lobe and stuff start really having the good connections, and it's all like you get the future thought, and you're in a good spot. You're in a good place. So
Don't average.
enjoy 25. Enjoy it.
Fun.
I liked being 30, 31. I was the happiest in around 31, 30 to 33. That was my peak. It's all downhill from then.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, I took
going
3
through
years
second
off.
puberty, though, so
I'm
I'm
trying
a
to get
teenager
myself
all
back into
over
shape
for-
and all the rest of it.
Are you doing HRT?
Me?
Is that what you're saying? No, I thought that's what Shay was saying.
Sorry, I didn't laugh at the joke
Everybody
of
cut
that.
out for a second.
No, I asked, and you don't have to answer. I said, are you doing HRT?
And
Is that why
AR,
you're making
just
that
to
comment?
say, none
Yeah,
of
that's
that
why I
has
made
to
the
be
joke.
discussed here. You don't have to talk about any of that here, only if you're comfortable now.
Oh, I
Good.
know. That I was making a joke, so like I brought it up. It's all right.
Yes, Hogfather.
But yeah, like everybody just cut out for a second. It was just bad timing. It's all.
Yeah, it was that damn dog.
No, Angie froze up and everything. I was like, wait, what's happening?
I know, it was hilarious. Angie was trying to make a point, and all you can hear is Master in the background barking like a fucking bad dog, going, "She's wrong! She's wrong!"
Oh, you gotta love Goldens.
There is just as Messenger's doing a wee shill there in the fucking live chat. I said fucking, didn't mean to be derogatory. Unplugged from Worldly Thinking is also a channel of Messengers. It is
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was up on that one. I thought I was
Is
in
that
his
the one where the
messenger.
Surus debunk is supposed to go?
No, that was Reality Unplugged, and it's still coming. Promise.
Kevin, you're more than welcome to jump in now. Somebody post a link into the chat. Kevin H. No, I'm not sure who Kevin H is. Is he gonna porn bomb me?
Hopefully not.
Does anybody know? Can anybody vouch for Kevin H?
No,
I don't
I
know
don't know.
this
I don't
person.
know, Kevin.
Nope.
I'm
I have a
going.
cousin named Kevin.
Okay, excusing
and his
what'll
last
happen
initial
on the
would be
stream.
H. Kevin, is that you? Is that my cousin? That you my cousin? Cause no, that ain't my cousin.
Everybody's distant cousins.
What's wrong with Kevin H? Did he say something?
No, we're just
No.
careful
He
that
said he
day.
wanted to know when I was inviting him onto a stream.
Mm.
Oh, totally
If
done.
y'all want to argue,
No. That's fine.
Argue.
Somebody post the link. Just post the link for Kevin. Kevin is 100%. I know exactly. Do you know the background music that goes on in my channel? The wee background tune in the background. Kevin
You know
H.
me.
Kevin H. is the man that made that.
See, there you go.
I haven't heard that joke in a minute.
But he used to go by a different name. This is his new name. So, yes, Kevin. Softcore Thor. He does actually look like a softcore Thor. Somebody post the link. Who's got the fucking link? Give that man a link. Sorry, I don't mean to be a little excited, but Kevin has never been on my stream, and from the very get-go, he sent me actually the music that's in the background for me to give him an opinion on it. And I stole it and used it on my channel. And then when he heard it, he was all, okay, you can use it. You know. And I've used it
I
in
got the
every
link
single
from
video.
Sadie, but I can't post it.
Oh no,
Sorry.
Tony's posted it.
Okay, there we go.
Calm your tits. Calm your tits.
Hello.
Oh. This is just one of those nights, isn't it? Like,
I'm getting to meet all kinds of new people. I like that too. So
it's good cross-community communication.
yeah,
always
I guess.
fun.
Yeah. Because I don't want to argue.
Well, doorknob
Y'all
head
want to
says,
fight?
"Mom,
Just
tits,
let
what's
me
the
know
point
and
of
I'll
tits
go
then?"
away.
We all love you, Angie. Just you're drawing everybody's attention because you're the only
Networking,
one
that
showing
was the word. I
video.
almost called it like marketing, but that's the wrong word.
I just looked at the chat and all I seen is Tony going, "Pig has 2 holes to fill." So we're just gonna delete Tony from the chat.
Bye, Tony. You been a well-longed, respected spanner, and we appreciate your services, but they will no longer be required.
I actually have created a bot
Except
to
for
replace
Discord,
Tony.
we still
So.
need you to robot around for us.
Poor Tony's annoyed because there's an actual bot out there that does a better job than him.
Tony's got to be retired with all the free time he has.
I love Tony.
I see Tony like in 3 streams at one time, moderating 3 channels. I'm like, damn.
He's got skills.
Definitely.
Tony's favorite
3
picture
things at
makes
once,
him
I don't
look
know
like
how
a
you do that.
really angry Jedi
And I like his.
with
I like
the hood
his.
down.
It's Spock. What the fuck are you talking about? That's Spock.
Spock. Do you see the Spock? I love Tony.
Cisco just made captain. Good man, Tog.
Fuck too.
Get up there, Walter. Stay. Okay.
See, he just said I retired 15 years ago. Called that shit.
Right. So if nobody else is willing to join, and what would they say? An influx of new blood. Who's coming in? Did we say Kevin? Is Kevin going to jump in? If Kevin
I
doesn't
hope
jump,
Kevin jumps in.
Come on, Kevin. I want to see if it's my cousin.
I don't think Kevin's your cousin because he would have told me already. Like,
Yeah, if he was my cousin, he would have already been in here like, AJ, how you doing? I haven't seen him in a while. So.
well, I was planning on ending it at 4:30, and only for fucking Kevin jumping in, we'll decide to keep it longer. Because as I say, oh, he's working on it. He's working on it. Okay, we're staying up. We're staying up for another half hour, 40 minutes. Shit just got real.
Math. How drunk were when you gave this one guy a spanner? I'm just curious.
Oh god.
Oh no, I give one guy this a spanner so nobody else can kick him out. That's the only reason.
That is
fair.
the best reason to give somebody a spanner.
Oh no, I respect Tug. Tug was always there whenever I was testing out my channel and trying stuff.
Tug's
and
good people. Tug's good people.
Tug's
But
good
nobody
people.
seems to like him. I like him.
I think I've
He's rough around the
Damn.
edges. He's okay.
on another show.
Pissed
once
me off
before.
today, but that's
Kevin as softcore Thor. Right.
That is definitely not my cousin.
It is
No.
Thor. Where's
I
the
don't know you
hammer?
folks.
Where's the hammer?
Right. Try speaking, Kevin.
I can go find a hammer.
There you go. We can hear you.
Welcome.
So Kevin is softcore Thor is the fucking camera's all messed up. I need to find a good camera.
No, you just need to find a new face.
That's what you look like.
Ooh.
if you have better lighting,
All right, here we go.
Oh, isn't he a
Okay,
bitch? Isn't he a bitch?
That's the first time I have seen MathPig's face. You're adorable. Why you hide?
I need to shave my head though. I haven't shaved my head in like a week and a half. I hate
I wish
this
I had
fuzz.
Thor's hair.
I hate this fuzz.
right?
I'm only growing it out to donate, so
Awesome. Who are you going to donate it to? Which
Uh,
organization?
I was thinking wigs for kids.
That one's better than some of the other ones, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
my dad's bald. My hair grows lusciously, so I'll find somebody who wants it. Otherwise, Robbie, he could use some.
No, there's some there. There's some.
That's a good one, Tony.
Hang on. I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog out.
She gotta let the dog. Who let the dogs out? Angie. Angie.
I've heard that song in a minute.
Oh man, yeah, it's a great tune.
And you're better off for it.
Probably.
Kevin does make music, as I say, and very, very good music, as everybody on the YouTube.
And it's only getting better. I'm back in my production classes, so.
Where the fuck's the camera? There you go. Yeah, production classes.
Robbie, is it on your end that the echo permeates 15 times?
I asked everybody earlier about the echo in the chat. It seemed to be fine. They said there was no echo.
I hear it.
I didn't notice it before I had my headphone in, but now I definitely hear my voice 3 seconds after I say it, and then I hear it through everybody else's microphone.
How is that now? Is that better?
So it's
Check to see if you have the
potentially on
stream
my
running.
end, but
It's not me.
Is that the
You have the
same
stream
for
running in the
everybody?
background.
Is it the same for
YouTube video.
everybody?
I hear everything okay. I haven't heard any feedback yet.
I don't
all
hear
right.
any
Well, I'm
echoes either.
still hearing the last thing I said.
Do you have multiple things open on your end?
Do you have the YouTube chat?
Yeah, do you have the
video open?
Can we
Yes.
just ask, right, for the people that's in
That
the
is
actual
a
stream,
potentiality.
Angie, are you hearing an echo?
No,
What?
I just killed YouTube. Now I'm only on StreamYard. That might make a big difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
don't
helps.
have the YouTube going with StreamYard.
At least mute the tab. That way you can keep the chat up or something.
Or you
Well,
do
and then
pop-out
I
chat.
also, when I was trying to get it going, had it streaming on my phone while I had it open in Safari while I was trying to figure it out in Chrome, and then
How's
So,
it going
yeah,
now? Is it
might
working
just
better?
be my problem.
Better now?
Yeah, but now we're good.
Yay. Gosh, now I don't feel like the Lone Ranger up here with my big old dumb face out here.
Everybody's got the
Thank you
face up.
for joining me.
Now
AR.
you got like
But
other
I
big.
only let my hair down to make the softcore Thor joke. But
It's not a joke. You actually are softcore Thor. Right. I'll be
Okay.
back in 2 seconds.
pudgy Thor,
seconds.
maybe.
Well, you can be Endgame Thor.
To Mississippi.
Yeah,
I would be Endgame Thor if I had hair.
Or if you had the hammer, maybe you could pull it off.
This is Sunday hair. I didn't do anything. It's just there.
Oh, I
Needs cut.
showered today because I
Way
do
too
that twice
short.
a week because otherwise my hair is not my friend anymore.
Right? I don't like mine very long. It's way too long right now.
I've never said hair is not my friend in like probably 30, 40 years.
I was a hairdresser for almost 30 years, and I just don't have the energy to deal with mine anymore, so off it goes.
I'm real tempted to cut mine because initially I started growing it out for donations.
Yeah.
Then now I've kept it long because I want to go as Wayne Static for Halloween. I
Yeah.
don't know, probably outside of your realm of
Probably.
influence.
I'm pretending like I know what you're talking about.
No, it's fine. I don't know. Messenger,
This is
if
Angie.
you have another name, but
You can call me John.
John. All right. Yeah, if you Google Wayne Static, he basically looks like the old what was it? Snap into a Slim Jim? That guy?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah, Randy Savage.
No.
Oh, no,
the
not
guy,
wrestling.
the actual like mascot who had the cone of hair on his head.
Don't remember that one.
I don't
remember
either.
that one.
Well, you can consider that your homework from me.
I'm going to go look now.
up Wayne
Research
Static.
in Slim Jim commercials.
No, look up Wayne Static. If you really want to laugh, look up Wayne Static versus the Slim Jim guy.
Okay.
But that's the reason I've kept my hair this long, because then I can just glue it into a cylinder. It's kind of like a Pope hat.
Is it like
guess.
Kid and Play? I remember like Kid. That was like Kid and Play. That kid that had the
Oh
cone
my
head.
God, this guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Please
like
tell me you have a picture of your hair like that.
no, because I'm hoping to do it now next year because I missed this Halloween.
That's awesome.
So no locks for life in the next year. You're gonna do one more Halloween this way.
Potentially, yeah.
All right.
It's a real possibility.
Well, now I see why he calls
What?
itself Wayne Static.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Wayne
now it's
Static
gonna
from
be
Static
like-
X. No, it all just made sense because Angie said it. I was totally lost for a second. But
Oh my God, that's funny.
It's probably going to
That's
be
fucking
like
funny.
a foot longer. I don't even know how long my hair is going to grow.
The longer it is.
Its natural length, where it like stops growing and falls out, and you can only grow it so long.
Yeah.
Some
Well, if you
people
trim
can
your
grow
dead
it
ends,
down
you'll
to
be
their
good.
ankles, but
If you trim your dead ends, you'll be good.
yeah,
Yeah, the more often you trim the ends, the longer you can get.
yeah,
Otherwise, they start to split and fray.
Yeah. Then they just break, and you only get a half a hair that's that long.
no, but your hair follicles will only grow for so long before they like flip over and regenerate, and they'll just eject the hair that's in there
Yeah, there's
and
growth
grow a
cycle.
new hair.
Yeah, everybody's got a
Yeah,
a
so
length
I
that they
have
can
no
get
idea
to,
what
yeah.
my length is. Now I'm down to my butt crack.
How's that feel?
It tickles sometimes.
you get out of the shower, you have
but
to go
I've-
to the toilet, you have to do a swooping motion to lift it out of the way.
He goes in the lake and does those commercials where it like flips up, you know. Like,
I got a boat.
There's this girl. I'm not Robbie. I don't know if you want me plugging random Instagrams and stuff. On
Go
your
for whatever
channel.
you want, man. You have
Alright,
made the music, so
there's-
you go for it.
There's this girl. I'm
Bandcamp?
probably gonna pronounce her name wrong, but it's Dashik Ganobadov.
Link it in the chat,
this
man.
Russian. What? All right, I'll work on it. Russian Instagram influencer, and her hair is down to her ankles. She's like the Rapunzel Instagrammer, and I'm like, dude, if I didn't cut my hair by then, I'd cut my head off. I don't need it that long.
Yeah, there was what was her name? Crystal Gale back in the '80s had it down to the floor.
Yeah.
And that is so hard on your neck and your scalp, and it's just really silly, I think.
Yeah, and brushing it, and I mean,
What's the point?
I can just about be bothered to shampoo my hair twice a week.
I
What about
totally.
people who grow their fingernails
This
to like
long.
14, 15 inches?
John,
that's-
we can't interrupt because we have nothing to contribute.
I'm contributing to like fingernails and stuff. What if your fingernails were like 14, 15 inches?
Did you not see that guy that grew his nails something like that, and they actually started to curl
They start
around?
to curl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, that's an actual thing.
Yeah,
There's there's people that have had for nails like longer than that. Like
Yeah,
That's
it's
just-
fucking insane.
Yeah,
I'll
There
that's
was
keep my
a-
door hair before I grow my fingernails out.
There
right.
was a lady that came into the school when I was going to beauty school, and she had, I mean, there was a couple of them that were at least a foot long. And they were the grossest things I've ever seen in my life because they were thick.
Yes.
Like, I think she had been using acrylic or something over the top of them to keep them long, and they were the ends of them were almost bulbous. It was the grossest thing. And she would come in there, wanted us to do her nails, and we did not have enough bottles of nail polish. Like, it took an entire bottle practically for one nail just to get enough polish on one nail. That was just awful.
And those are
And
fingernails,
the
right?
number one question every single one of those girls in there asked was like, "How do you wipe your butt?
Yeah, those are fingernails, right?
Like, how do you do? Ew! Like,
It's a
how?
bidet. It's got to be a bidet.
It's gotta be.
Don't want to look up the pictures of the longest toenails.
You grab a
Oh,
roll of paper towels and just go.
Thank you
So,
for that, Angie. Thank you.
No, you just watch QI and get pieces of information from there, like how the best thing that you
Survival techniques for long nails.
the pot. No,
Thin
it
towels
was,
that washable.
it was the best thing to wipe your ass with is the live neck of a goose. You grab the goose's head betwixt your legs and let it. All right, I'll just.
Yeah, I know nobody
keep
was
going.
getting out. Keep going, man. Keep going. You haven't got to the
gotta finish now.
punchline.
Because somebody
You haven't got
started
to the
to say that the
punchline.
other day and they didn't finish, and now I want to hear the rest of it.
I can't quote exactly the fact, especially the way Stephen Fry does, but it's something along the lines of you grab the neck of the goose and hold its head betwixt your legs, and it's writhing and wiggling between your cheeks is one of the most pleasurable things that you've ever felt. And
I don't know what
I
is
mean,
best,
is that the
Angie's
definition of
face
being-
or John's face.
is that the definition of being goosed?
no,
Somebody
Right.
got their Christmas goose
Is that where
early.
they got goosed from? Hey, I just got goosed. I always thought the
No.
goose was like a hand thing, you know? But now I'm realizing it's really a real goose.
So I didn't know that was a Stephen Fry thing. I love Stephen
Well,
Fry.
it's him quoting an old English book. Wiping your bottom with rebellious claims that the goose was the best thing to wipe your bottom with. The full quote from Gargantua was, "I have, by a long and curious experience, found out a means to wipe my bum, the most lordly and excellent, the
John's
most
face.
convenient that I've ever seen. I've wiped my tail with a hen, with a cock, with a pullet, with a calfskin, with a hare,
He meant cock in a different way, just so y'all know.
with a pigeon, with a
A
cormorant,
pigeon.
with an attorney's bag, with a
Water
Montero, with a falconer's lure. But to conclude, I say and maintain that of all the arse wipes, bum fodders, tail napkins, bunghole cleansers, Your laughter is making me lose my place. I'm gonna have to mute the audio so I can finish reading it. Buttonhole
John's
cleansers
face is
and
fucking
wipe
priceless.
breachers.
John's like, what the fuck is...
There is none in the world that compares to the neck of a goose that is well downed. If you hold its head betwixt your legs, and believe me, therein, upon mine downed.
Apparently, we need a goose, honey.
Upon
We need a
my
couple geese.
regard, for you will thereby feel
I
your
love the way John's
knuckle
looking
most
up
They
as
said
he
the most
says
pleasurable
that.
ass wiping you could
both
have.
in regard of the softness and the set down of the temperate heat of the goose, which is easily communicated to the bum gut as the rest of the inwards, so as to even come to the regions of the heart and the brain.
The fuck?
Angie's crying. John looks like somebody took a fucking duck and put it in the wrong place. AR is silent, and I have no idea what's going on.
What do you say to that?
I'm on Ocean's
Aren't you
Discord.
glad I showed up?
Somebody told me to check out some memes. Fucking Croc Martins. That's the.
Man, you've got Croc Martins. He's got a fucking turkey covered in shit. Okay.
No, it's bum fodder.
Geese are
Bum.
self-cleaning.
Who hoses the birds down? You
It
know.
was a shoe combination nobody needed. Croc Martins.
Oh, thank fuck I don't be monetized because this ain't getting monetized. Like, you know, this is
Oh, not today.
not today.
Monetization is a myth.
If you had a chance
Nobody gets
before I showed
monetized
up,
on YouTube anymore.
no chance now. You're welcome.
Thank you, Kevin.
You
That
ain't
is
gonna make no money on YouTube anyway. It's all in Patreon and Teespring and stuff like that.
Thank
I
you
don't
very
remember
much,
what
Kevin.
else
That
you
is the
wanted me to
best.
link, but
Called monetization. I don't think.
Yeah,
anyone's
right?
gonna ask that anymore.
Best contribution in this last 3 weeks, Kevin. Definitely. Definitely. Look, Angie's actually crying. She's laughing.
Oh my
now.
gosh,
Yeah.
y'all kill me. That's just. I'm serious. That's
You're
the best
welcome.
thing
I'm
I've heard
glad I
all
did.
You weren't listening because you'd muted us. But between looking at John and looking at Angie, that was like two ends of a spectrum. One was going, "What the fuck is happening?" and the other one had just given and just letting it go, just letting it go. It was...
He's sitting there thinking, what is wrong with these people?
I'm in disbelief. And Angie's
Disbelief.
in
You're in
disbelief.
good company then.
Angie was in disbelief. I was in disbelief, and we're expressing disbelief in a couple different ways.
I was.
Yeah, one was shocked and
that
one
was
was like,
pure
"What the
joy."
fuck?"
Cause like I don't care how old you get, farts are funny, poo is funny, wiping your butt, bathroom humor is funny. I don't care how old or mature you think you are.
I don't like bathroom humor.
Yeah, because
I
if
don't
they're that
generally,
if they're that mature, they have a stick up their
if you want
ass.
to talk about all the pleasures of wiping your ass with a goose, then I'll have a good chuckle.
It was
You know,
awesome.
people in the chat are tempted right now, right? They're thinking
Oh,
about
they're
it.
having a great time over there.
I
They're
guarantee
thinking
you,
about-
Doorknob Head. I guarantee you, Doorknob Head is looking down the closest fucking farm that he can open farm that he can go to for a day visit. Like,
No, it's really flushable wet wipes.
oh, this is, I don't know what the fuck. How did this start? Oh, that's right. This was fucking Richard and Tug's after party from their discussion on Revelations, and we're now talking
Oh.
about wiping asses with Goose's life necks.
I don't know. I just showed
Good
up
for
because I
asking
thought
me
you
on
were
here.
alive and I should be doing my homework, but I was like, yeah, Robbie's on.
See, you could be having like regular, normal politic or religion arguments, but you asked me to come on, MathPig, and this is
Well,
what
I
you
try
get.
and avoid the politics because people don't like the politics, although I do and would talk about it in private chat and different things, like, but people don't like the politics.
I watch more politic content than I do like atheist / religious content nowadays.
That's painful.
Robbie,
Why'd
I've
you do
given
that to
up on
yourself?
sending you my religious memes. I just send them over to Bill instead, because at least he responds to me on Facebook.
If you check your Facebook DMs 3 days ago, I sent you a message going, just checking in, making sure you're alive, and got fuck all of a reply. So now I'm going to kick you out of the chat for being a bitch. Bitch.
Oh,
And
no.
back. Bring him back.
That's it. No. Now he's in the right position. He's under me.
That's a 2-second penalty.
This guy.
I did though. Check. I checked less than a week ago. I sent you a DM on Facebook. Going,
Yeah, I mean, I was razzing
Second, I thought
you.
you were pulling
oh right.
unnecessarily.
Okay. So you
We
ripped
keep in
me out, and
contact.
now you're making an excuse for not replying. Oh no, that's fine. Totally disregard everything. That's fine. That's
Did I
fine.
not respond to you?
No, you didn't.
Am I correct in assuming you are a musician? Yes.
Producer.
All right.
Producer. Oh.
Here's the proof. He
Oh,
he
fuck
messaged
off.
me. I
Oh,
didn't
don't
say
make me
it.
look.
See that?
Don't make me look and see that you replied and I then didn't see it and didn't reply. Oh, you're gonna make a cunt out of me, aren't you?
No, you.
Oh,
sent
he
me a
fucking
message.
did. He fucking
I-
did.
I didn't reply.
No.
You're right.
You didn't reply.
You're right. I'm a cocksucker.
There you go.
And not in any pleasant way. So I'll send you all my stored up religious memes now.
Feel free to send me a reply now.
Oh, I'm going to. You're going to regret the fact that you brought it to my attention that I didn't reply.
I'm gonna get
now
it
I'm
wrong.
going to over reply for like days and days.
You just bought yourself a stalker, baby.
Oh.
So, yeah, electronic musician. I've been taking classes on electronic music production, mainly using Ableton Live, which is a production software. At our local, it's the only certified training center in the state. And my last instructor was one of few certified trainers in the country, and my current instructor is Vibe Squad, who's an electronic musician in his own right. He's played Red Rocks and festivals and
Cool.
been around for like at least 15 years. So
That's awesome. I just bought my first interface and I'm just learning how to use it. And I just downloaded Pro Tools and
That all sounds very sexually innuendo-y.
Pro Tools is fun. What kind of interface did you get?
Scarlett
Scarlett's good. 2i2.
2i2, second generation.
2i2 is good. I have a 2i2
kind of music you make,
upgraded to a 6i6.
My radio is generally tuned to some sort of rock and roll. Older the better. But I like all kinds of music. I really do. I like to sing all kinds of music. I like to listen to all kinds of music. I like to write parody lyrics to other people's music.
That's always fun.
That's my favorite thing. It's actually a sickness that happens without warning. Driving down the road, that kind of thing.
Just on the topic of this, Thor, I'll send you a video I have.
Don't call me Thori, you know, fucking like all the names that I'm better recognized for.
You logged in as
I
software
threw-
core.
You did.
All right. All right.
So you brought that shit
Yeah.
on yourself.
My mistake.
Kevin, I have a video that I cannot find the perfect backing track to, where I have the person who shall not be named declaring Lucifer as his god and the actual Yahweh being a shit cunt. And
Isn't Lucifer the person who should not be named?
no. But I need a backing track. I'll send you the video on Twitter, and if you can find or make a very funny...
Message me on Facebook. Like, also, I just got
I
a new
did
phone,
send
so
you on
Twitter
Facebook, but you
is
didn't reply.
More...
I sent you one on Facebook, but you didn't reply.
Yeah. All right. We've been over that. But Facebook actually pings my phone. Though I did get a new phone the day before you sent me that message.
And
So I was
saying,
sorting things out.
Yes.
see my Twitter account. My Twitter account has has a mobile phone number that I had
Say
running.
account once more.
Pardon?
Say the word account once more.
Account.
No, don't say it slowly. Just say it in a sentence.
Okay, well, my Twitter account. You happy now?
Yeah.
My Twitter account I set up under a second SIM that I had in my phone, which I then didn't
What's the handle?
use. at MathPig 2. Right, well, at MathPig 2 was set up using a mobile phone number that was not topped up for 6 months and is now dead, that I cannot get back. So if I actually break my phone or my phone gets destroyed or anything like that, I will not be able to log back into my Twitter. I didn't set up an email account, and I have tried. I even fucking contacted GiftGaff and tried to reclaim the number.
Me that you're gonna set me as one of your like recovery account folks.
No, but I haven't gotten a recovery account. But that's what I'm saying. I have tried everything under the fucking sun.
I keep trying to look at you, and I just see this.
Stop looking through the window. Stop looking through the window.
Shape of a person, and it just fluctuates when you talk. Can you get back on the stream? I mean, it's your stream, dude.
Yeah, I know, but
How
my
does Richard
How am I
Madsen
talking
have a
to you
Twitter
and I can't
not
see
have
you?
a Twitter messenger?
The reason I don't go onto the camera is, hold on, I'll do it now, but watch what happens, right? If I move quickly, right, the camera does that focus thing. Do you see the focus thing? It's got autofocus.
Yeah, I don't care about that. It just can't focus on you because you're so shiny.
No, it's because it's a fucking known problem with the camera, you cunt.
Well, and the
Be still, damn it.
See, I can't sit still.
It's fast.
yeah,
Here, look.
there's like 3 of us here in like 1080p. You're in like 440p
Goku rules.
and blurry as can be.
Yeah, I'm blurry as
I'd
fuck, man. Because
I'd
the
rather
camera costs
see
£20.
you talking than just like
No, do it again.
flashing.
I'm sitting here,
Yeah.
not
I
moving.
don't really. The fuzziness doesn't
you're
matter
great.
much. It's mostly that like blinking shit going on.
It auto focuses, and I've went through every fucking setting. I've tried. It's a thing with the camera. It's actually a known problem with the camera. No, it auto focuses
so-
like mad.
Yeah, buy a Macintosh. Get over yourself.
This is why. No, I'm just sitting here.
Don't ever buy an Apple.
It's a Microsoft HD 19020 some fucking mad
All right,
name.
maybe I'll see myself out then.
I'll kick you out of
If
you one.
you're gonna make music, buy a Mac.
Oh, right. Where's this button?
Windows.
Oh, what is this, water? Can't you put a little beer in it or something?
Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning for me. So,
Oh,
excuses,
honey, go to
excuses.
bed.
well, I only have to start work at 8:30.
That's
Is
not
that
enough sleep for a
8:30
human.
or
Should probably crash.
7:30?
In saying that, I did know that I expected something like this to happen tonight. So after the girls left my mum's and went home tonight, I stayed in my mum's, curled up on the sofa, pulled the blanket off the sofa, and slept for an hour. I was like, "Ma, wake me in like 45 minutes. Wake me in like an hour." And
Oh,
laid
that
and fell
reminds
asleep.
me, I've got 2 recipes to send to you. Well, I'm spamming you with responses.
On
because
these Facebook
I
ones.
didn't respond to you for like a few days.
Oh look, Kevin sent me a photo on Facebook Messenger.
Is it
MathPig,
Hardy?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
so
and
that you
saying
can
that,
go
no,
to
but
bed.
here,
It'd be nice meeting
Angie,
you.
It
Angie,
was great to meet
6
you.
more
too.
minutes.
Hope to see you
If we
around.
do 6 more minutes, we'll have hit 2 hours. Hang about for
Okay.
6 more minutes, and we'll
Okay,
all
you got
go
me.
with 2 hours, yeah?
Okay, 6 more minutes. Unless Grandpa wants to go to bed in that amount of time. So.
Oh,
Then I,
yeah.
Unless
then I
Softball
have to
Crows
shut it down.
shows up again and encourages the chat to go for another half hour.
No, you fucking did, man. I was supposed to go to bed at 4:30. Disaster. But it's always good. So if anybody will
It's
do a
only
wee
11
thing.
o'clock here. So.
Yeah, well, aren't you lucky? Aren't you
It's only
lucky?
10 here, so you must be in.
Central.
Yeah, I'm
It's 9
trying
o'clock.
to place your accent as.
East Texas, honey. Deep East Texas.
Yeah, I was gonna say Louisiana, but not that far.
Yeah, it's a couple hours away from here.
You in
Yeah,
Houston?
maybe Mississippi.
You in Houston or are you north?
No, I'm north of Houston, like Livingston. Yep. Just a titch.
So right, we'll run round. We'll do a whole professional thing. Angie, you're to my left. What's your channel and when's your next stream? I mean,
Next stream is Tuesday afternoon, 1:30 Central.
1:30 Central.
Afternoon Delight, it's called, and we just hang out and talk bullshit and have a lot of fun.
You also do a girls' night,
Nothing
don't
too
you?
serious. You don't ever hear a lot of politics or a lot of, whiny stuff or anything on my channel. So
When's the
I do
girls'
rant a
night?
bit.
When's the
Huh?
girls' night? You do a girls' night as well, don't you?
Girls' Night is every Saturday at 6:30 Central, and Nadine Callan and Wonder Lady Faye and I rotate each week to doing it on each other's channel. And this week it's on my channel. I'm excited. So Girls' Night it's a lot of fun. We almost always have never guys in the chat, which is funny as hell, because no boys are allowed in the stream.
Yeah, it's like a lottery. You jump in for 5 minutes, you don't know
How
what the hell you're
sexist.
gonna get.
Fuck.
How sexist it is, isn't it? It's wonderfully sexist. I love it.
Well, at
But
least
no, the
it's feminist.
boys are
Well, I
allowed in the
think
chat,
sexist.
just not in the stream. It's insight into women's world a little bit, which mostly it's just us being silly, but it's a lot of fun, especially if I'm drinking. And then I have Ask Granny on Wednesdays. This is when I
Don't
come
forget
out with
the
my.
Molotovs when you go out softcore.
Pardon, AR,
That's
your
when I do
gain's
my-
very low.
My granny thing.
I said, don't forget the Molotovs when you go out softcore, Thor.
I think he's
No,
preparing for that. I think he's
heard
preparing for.
something about softcore porn, and I was like, I don't know.
Oh,
I
shit,
don't
I think
know
my mic- I
Angie
think my
well
system
enough
was
to know
fucking
if
up there
that's
for a
what her channel's about.
Yeah,
No.
I was just trying to ignore what
I think
he's
my equipment
doing.
was fucking up there for a second. What I was saying is, like, don't forget your Molotov cocktails when you go out softcore.
Well, AR,
Oh,
I know
right.
you're taking a break in your channel at the minute. You can shout your Twitter out if you want, or whatever, or shout your channel out if you want, and then we'll go Messenger.
Yeah, I don't really have a channel right now. I'm just sitting in the back, being a little background character. Actually, I just want to sit back and be a fan more than anything else. I'm still popping
that's
up on
alright.
live streams.
Yeah,
Still
troll
popping up
for
on live
Jesus,
streams
man,
here
just
and
like Jill. Troll for Jesus.
there. Troll for Jesus. I am probably gonna go on Modern Day Debate in a couple of weeks and debate Jill, though.
I don't
on,
think it's worth your fucking
the
while, but
efficacy
it
of
is a very
conversion
appropriate
therapy.
platform to have Jill on because James does
See,
scrape the bottom
The
of the
point
barrel.
isn't to debate Jill to change his mind. The point is to debate Jill to make him look like an idiot and convince the audience that.
Which is why I give him that platform on Thursday, which he didn't turn up for, and I bet you now, £5 sterling, 2-to-1 odds, he won't turn up.
Do you still use the
I
streaming
don't know. I
system
feel
over
like
there?
modern day debate is a big enough platform that he'd be compelled to show up. If that makes any sense.
I'll definitely jump into that. Messenger, do you want to give a shout out for your wee bits? There's only 1 minute 30 seconds left, so take your time, man.
No, we're good. Tomorrow night I'm going to do a live stream on Messenger Reveals. I don't know exactly what the topic's going to be, but it'll be around 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, and then on Friday there'll
Sorry,
be another
what,
premiere.
8:30 Eastern? Sorry, 8:30 Central. What's that mean?
8:30 p.m. Eastern time.
8:30. So I'm
Tomorrow
5
night
hours,
on
so
Monday.
that's... No,
Yeah, EST.
East Coast.
And then I will do a premiere on Unplugged from Worldly Thinking. It will be on addictions. We call it Escapes and Addictions. We're going to do that Friday premiere. Probably it'll be right around 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern time is when I'll probably post it. Other than that, I'm sure I'll be in having fun somewhere on somebody's channel on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And Softcore Thor, what building are you blowing up tomorrow?
We'll find out. But you can find me as Eyes for Empties on pretty much any platform: Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, Audio Mac.
And here, every single damn video as the background music.
Are you off to an anti-Trump rally right now?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Hashtag Antifa did nothing wrong.
Oh. You're just showing off your hair now, okay? Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are. You know, you're doing a wee
with my
flick of
hair
them.
back and forth, with my
Oh.
hair.
It's Angie. You're gonna have to give me
My
tips on
luxurious
tying up
lot.
hair. We
for
went to the
you.
swimming pool last week. Tried to tie the Sunday. We tried to tie. I cannot do a ponytail on anyone but myself. I used to have long hair, totally fine. tried to do a ponytail in the daughter's hair, fucked that
Hey,
up
come
the
to
shit.
America and braid my
Are
hair,
you
dude.
kidding me, right?
No, she shouted at me and all. The wee girl, the actual daughter, was all Daddy and pulling her out of her hair. Can't do it. I'm trying.
Oh, that's so not fair.
It's
'Cause
a man thing,
That's
maybe.
the excuse my husband tries to use on me. And I'm like, you used to put ponytails in your own hair. Why can't you put ponytails in
It's
the
not
girl's
an
hair?
excuse,
the
Angie.
same
It's
damn thing.
genuinely not an excuse. The girlfriend came over and tried to help, and I was like, no, I've got this. And then fucked it up, like. All right? Oh. And
Yeah,
no
Robbie,
joke.
we should do this
No-
again sometime now.
Angie, no joke, right? And you can laugh because this is from a woman's point of view, but no joke. The very first week that we had the child home and in the house, I dressed the child. I was like, no, go on, you do this. I'll dress her. It's fine. And I dressed her, and I walked into the living room with the child in my arms and went, this doesn't look right. And I'd put, you know, the bodysuit? Do you know the wee bodysuit that you put around, like the vest? It was on the outside. I was like, this doesn't look right. Why does this not look right? What's going on with this? And she was like, you've got the outside outfit on the inside and her bodysuit. Just you're not allowed to dress the child anymore. You're just not allowed to dress the child anymore.
It's okay, MathPig. It takes practice.
Oh, no, I'm fine now. It's grand
I'm
now.
sure-
It's
She's
all-
due now. You ought to be all right.
I just can't
Dude,
do her
Robbie,
hair yet. She's
From
got...
what I know about him, probably struggles to dress himself.
Man, I grab what the top of the drawer is. The socks I'm wearing right now has between the two of them at least 3 holes. And you know what? I don't care. I could shout it out this morning when I put them on by the girlfriend that even the fucking child came over and put her finger in the hole and went like, "Oh, Daddy got a hole in his socks." I don't care. I don't
But
care.
Robbie, one question before we leave the stream: how many holes does a straw have?
Straw
How
man.
many holes does a straw have?
Is this a
Yeah.
trick question?
One.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It depends on your point of view. It's all subjective. I could be totally objective, but let's get subjective. Does anybody want to talk philosophy?
Oh,
Please
I'll
don't
go
do
like
that to me.
4 more hours.
I hate philosophy.
Well, we got 2 hours and 3 minutes out of that. So, thank you very much, everybody, for coming in.
Well,
This
sorry
is-
I was late to the stream.
Thanks
So,
for
of course,
having me on
Thor,
MathPig.
I will look out for you in the
You are
newspapers.
forgiven.
I will look out for you in the newspapers. Everybody, thank you very much for turning up. And yeah, I don't know. This may be unlisted, but who fucking knows? Definitely not monetized. Nighty night, everybody. Rock and
Bye.
roll.
Peace. Love. See y'all later.